Chapter 1481. Humph! A cold snort shook heaven and earth. Celestial Emperor's face was gloomy, completely enraged. That thread, with the fall of the Spirit Emperor, was also completely broken. This was the life passage between him and the seed. This was also his greatest secret, his greatest guarantee. Celestial Emperor was not afraid of anyone, including the Sun God and Fong Ping. No matter how powerful they were, Celestial Emperor was not afraid of them. However, at this moment, there was a sense of uneasiness in his heart. He was very powerful, so powerful that even without this thread, he was actually not afraid of these people. However, without this last trump card, he still felt a little more uneasy. The Divine Emperor and the others were also a little shocked and sluggish at this moment. Celestial Emperor actually had such a trump card ability. However, very soon, everyone's expression changed. Although they did not know before, now, Celestial Emperor's immortal shield had been broken. Among the three-headed and six-armed freaks, Emperor Donghuang's face was a little gloomy. He growled, "Fong Ping, now the seed is trapped by the Sun God. Kill him now? If he doesn't die today and goes to build a life passage, then we will never be able to kill him. Fong Ping, do you still want to watch the show?" Fong Ping's eyes were cold, and he growled, "Cut the crap, then kill him." No one cared about the death of the Spirit Emperor. Except for the sad cat, no one cared about this anymore. Opposite, Celestial Emperor's face was cold. "I was just playing with you. Since you were so stubborn, then go to hell." Previously, he was just playing with them. Anyway, he was not afraid of these people killing him, but now, he was a little uneasy. It was better to finish the battle quickly, get rid of these people, and devour the immortal source. Shake! A soft shout came out, and the entire source shook violently. As soon as Fong Ping and the others rushed over, they felt the Tao shaking, the origin shaking, and even Fong Ping's second source was also shaking violently. Die! Celestial Emperor's speed was so fast that even Fong Ping could not catch it. Boom! With a loud noise, the three-headed and six-armed freak's head was directly blown up by Celestial Emperor's punch. Celestial Emperor's figure flickered, and in the blink of an eye, he appeared behind Fong Ping. Fong Ping turned around and slashed with his saber. Celestial Emperor's figure disappeared instantly, and in the blink of an eye, he appeared even further behind, closer to the immortal source, and also closer to old Zhang and the others. Fong Ping's expression changed drastically. He broke through the void and slashed. Crack! The void shattered. Celestial Emperor turned around and sneered. He looked at Fong Ping, who was chasing after him, and then at the three-headed monster. Quake! The source of power trembled again. Fong Ping and the others froze. Celestial Emperor charged into the crowd in an instant. Heavenly King Jin and Martial King were at the forefront. Both of them roared and attacked. Boom! The Celestial Arch was incomparably domineering. He blasted out a punch and advanced courageously. Puff! Both of them vomited blood and were sent flying. At the back was the God Crafting Envoy. At this moment, the God Crafting Envoy was still studying the immortal origin, and the Heavenly Emperor's target was the God Crafting Envoy. When Xu Xiang and the others saw the Heavenly Emperor send the Heavenly King and the Martial King flying with a single punch, their expressions changed drastically. Kills! The few of them shouted and attacked one after another. Futile effort. The Celestial Thearch's expression was cold. His hand covered the sky, covering heaven and earth as it descended with a loud rumble. Puff, 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 fragrance of books, Tengu, dragon transformation. These people's bodies cracked, and they vomited blood. Your father is trash, and you are even more so. The Celestial Arch casually smashed the dragon transformation's tail with a palm and sneered. Even Beast Kings were trash, not to mention a dragon transformation that had just attained the Tao. In his eyes, it was all trash, unable to withstand a single blow. Bang! The sound of the tail exploding rang out, and flesh and bones splattered everywhere. Buzz! A saber slashed over. On one side, Fong Ping chased after him and slashed down with his saber. On the other side, the three emperors united also went all out, shaking heaven and earth, punching out at the same time. At this moment, the celestial arch seemed to have transformed into a thousand-hands Buddha, countless arms striking in all directions. Bang, bang, bang. One by one, the afterimages of the arms were smashed by Fong Ping, and one by one, the arms were torn apart by the three emperors' united freak. However, this was Fong Ping and the three emperors. The others vomited blood and retreated. Some of them were even more miserable. Their bodies were almost blown up. Retreat! Fong Ping roared. Everyone retreat. He and the three emperors' united freak could resist the celestial arch, but the others could not. Even the heavenly king could not. Everyone retreated in all directions. Retreat? The celestial arch sneered. Where to? Close. With a low shout, the entire source began to shrink rapidly. The celestial arch sneered. In this source, did these people still have a way out? Before this, he played with these people with the intention of a cat catching a mouse, because he was invincible and immortal. But now his attitude had changed. These people all had to die. No matter who it was, they had to die. Fong Ping, you will regret this. The celestial arch snorted coldly, grabbing Fong Ping's long saber with one hand. Creak! A harsh sound rang out. Fong Ping's long saber was directly squeezed out flames, pinching out a palm print. Go to hell. Fong Ping pulled out the saber with one hand and punched with the other. Rumble! In the blink of an eye, the celestial arch and Fong Ping exchanged thousands of punches. Rumble! Fong Ping retreated. The celestial arch threw away the long saber, turned around, and blasted the three emperors' united freak. At this moment, Fong Ping's fist was full of blood, flesh, and broken bones, and the celestial thearch's fist was also stained with some blood. However, his flesh was stronger than Fong Ping's. Under the head-on bombardment, Fong Ping's injuries were even more serious. The immortal source is about to mature. None of you will leave. The celestial thearch's tone was indifferent. In the blink of an eye, thousands of punches were blasted out again. The three emperors' united freak flew backward, bleeding. The celestial arch continued to shrink the source, covering the sky with one hand, and slapped out again. Rumble! Heavenly dog, scent of books, god creation, dragon transformation, many experts' bodies exploded one after another. Behind Fong Ping and the others, Old Zhang and the other two were also seriously injured. At this moment, the three of them looked at each other and quickly merged again. Then, they continued to dig into the source and began to extract the celestial thearch's power. This time, the extracted source power was not given to Fong Ping, but the three of them used it to strengthen themselves. To supply it to Fong Ping, they were worried that the celestial arch would deal with the three emperors, injecting all the cracks and filth of the source into Fong Ping's source, causing trouble for Fong Ping. The three of them merged and quickly strengthened themselves. Old Wang drew his bow, the blood-colored longbow, and the god destroyer's spear as an arrow shot out. Boom! On the other side, the celestial arch blasted out a punch, and the long arrow was shaken back. A bunch of ants. The celestial thearch's eyes were cold. As early as 30,000 years ago, this three realms should have been rebuilt. After dragging on for 30,000 years, you should be satisfied. After saying that, the celestial arch sneered and shouted, Lock! At this moment, above the immortal source behind the celestial arch, the blood vessels began to expand, began to converge, and began to spread toward the source. The immortal source was really about to mature just a little bit more. Chua mainland. With a loud bang, Li Jin cut off the Palm Seal envoy's arm with a sword, roaring, Kill him, at all costs. We must not let him prove his Tao now. Everyone felt it. They felt the heat of the immortal source. At this moment, once someone proved their Tao, the immortal source might instantly mature. Kill him. They could not let the immortal source mature now. Otherwise, the people controlled by the Tao would die, and the people in the source would also die. The Palm Seal envoy laughed heartily. He was about to succeed. Just as he was thinking, behind him, two people attacked together. Boom! The Palm Seal envoy's flesh exploded, and Luan snorted coldly. Idiot! At this moment, not only the Palm Seal envoy wanted to prove his Tao, but the others also wanted to. However, at the same time, they could not let others prove their Tao, lest the immortal source matured and they would also die. Therefore, any powerhouse who was about to prove their Tao was their enemy. Did the Palm Seal envoy really think that everyone would watch him prove his Tao? The underworld god and the others all went easy, allowing these two to escape from the battle and come to kill the Palm Seal envoy. A large number of powerhouses attacked at this moment. No one could think about proving their Tao. Other than themselves, everyone else who tried to prove their Tao would kill them. Boom! The area where the Palm Seal envoy was instantly exploded, turning into a black hole. The Palm Seal envoy's spiritual body appeared instantly, wrapped around the thousand-world cauldron, and was about to escape. On the other side, the monster emperor roared, and his spiritual power exploded, causing the thousand-world cauldron to freeze, and the Palm Seal envoy's spiritual body to waver. In the next moment, tens of attacks came. Boom! Explosions resounded throughout the sky. The Palm Seal envoy did not even have time to say a word. In the sky, a huge star exploded. The thousand-world cauldron shattered. That area contained all the energy left behind by Huan and the Palm Seal envoy after they were killed. At this moment, everyone was madly absorbing it. Everyone was absorbing this powerful energy. In the next moment, everyone divided the energy. In the blink of an eye, the battle started again. At this moment, King Jin, the Palm Seal envoy, Huan, and a few other Break 8 experts had died in battle. However, there were still many Break 8 experts left, and they all started fighting. In the underground cave, everyone was in a frenzy of killing. Kill! Kill! There were too many Rank 9 experts, so many that after they killed one, another would appear. There were too many. These people were also in a frenzy, and the sound of self-destruction was endless. Knowing that they were going to die, these catacombs powerhouses were extremely brave, and they all attacked the magic martial army in a suicidal manner. Lei! In the army, young Xiaoman screamed. She and Zhao Lei had already gotten their marriage certificate. At this moment, Zhao Lei was surrounded by many true gods, and he was already on the verge of collapse. Young Xiaoman screamed, and her long sword pierced through the air, piercing through a true god. However, a powerhouse behind her took the opportunity to pierce through her chest. However, young Xiaoman did not care about that. She looked at Zhao Lei, who was about to die, and screamed as she charged over. Don't come! Zhao Lei killed a true god with a punch, and half of his body was also destroyed by a few others. He did not even turn his head, and he shouted angrily, Don't come! Go back to the army, don't come! He could not hold on any longer, and he was just an arrow at the end of its flight. Young Xiaoman had also just entered the peak not long ago. If she came, she would only be sending herself to death. How many people did he kill today? He did not know. He only knew that he had already completed the military department's order, completed the mission to stop the enemy. Now, he could die without regrets. However, his wife could not die, and he did not want her to die either. Go back, Lei. Young Xiaoman was incomparably crazy. Her long sword slashed in all directions, and the rank 9 who blocked her way were killed in an instant. The true god who was chasing after her was also pierced in the throat by her sword as she turned around. However, her own arm was also chopped off by the other party's saber. At this moment, everyone had no extra time at all, and no extra energy to recover at all. Young Xiaoman charged to Zhao Lei's side in an instant, blocking a true god's fatal blow with her sword, protecting Zhao Lei, her face full of smiles. I'm here to save you. Zhao Lei's complexion was deathly pale. Looking at his wife, he suddenly burst into tears. I'm King Man's classmate, but my ability is far from his. Even my wife had to risk her life to kill her way into the enemy's camp to save me. Fong Ping, I hate you. Young Xiaoman laughed. This guy was still the same as before, unwilling to give up again. Yes, Fong Ping is the most hateful. Young Xiaoman laughed. Protecting him, they began to fight crazily. It was time to break out of the encirclement. Scolding Fong Ping would boost their morale. Behind them, Zhao Lei watched as his wife protected him impenetrably, fighting 3 true gods on her own. His expression changed for a while, looking toward the sky, as if he could see Fong Ping. Suddenly, he raised his middle finger. Damn you, Fong Ping. I hate you. You're so outstanding. How do you expect us to live? We can't live anymore. A crimson saber condensed rapidly. In front, Yang Xiaoman was still killing the enemy, but her body kept accumulating new injuries. The next moment, a crimson saber shot out violently, and with a splat, a true god was slashed into pieces. The crimson saber pierced through one person, and then went for another. With a loud bang, another person exploded, and the crimson saber began to crack too. Lei, Yang Xiaoman screamed again, tears streaming down her face. Zhao Lei's figure appeared, swearing, "Kill. There's still one more. Your man is no worse than that bastard. If he can kill the enemy, so can I. I'm Zhao Lei, MCMU's number 1. Number 1. Whether it's true or not, I am." Zhao Lei roared, his face bitter. Number 1? Mother asterisk her so wrong. Even without Fong Ping, there were still many others. Chen Yunxi, Zhao Xiumei, Fu Changding of the same rank. These guys seemed to be stronger than him. Zhang Yu and Xie Lei above him were also stronger than him, and a large number of instructors above him were also stronger than him. Number 1, about 100 sarong. If he had known, he would have gone to a small martial arts university. With his desperation realm strength, he should be the first person to kill 4 true gods today, right? Xiaoman, when you go back, tell them that I killed an emperor. Zhao Lei's figure appeared, saying pitifully, "It's an emperor. For true gods are considered an emperor, right? Let MCMU know that I killed an emperor, not a true god, that's all. Remember to go back and change the records, or else I'm not satisfied. I killed an emperor. Do you hear me?" Yang Xiaoman's tears streamed down her face, and she nodded hurriedly. "I hear you. I remember. My man killed an emperor, not a true god. Killing an emperor at the peak, defying the heavens. My man is the most powerful. I killed an emperor. Boom!" With an explosive sound, the blood saber collapsed, and the last true god's chest was pierced, but he did not die. Just as he was about to escape, a blood sword slashed down, and with a rumble, the last true god was killed. Zhao Lei killed an emperor. Yang Xiaoman's sharp voice resounded in all directions. "Tell everyone, her man killed an emperor today." Tears of blood rolled down. There was no time to grieve. No time to grieve. On the day they came to MCMAU, they had witnessed a great battle, and someone told them not to grieve on the battlefield. Use your weapons to kill the enemy. Kill all the enemies, then go back to grieve. Kill. The color of blood rose again, and in all directions, a large number of martial artists were killed by this sword. Yang Xiaoman was extremely crazy, no longer defending, no longer retreating, no longer having any grief. Kill the enemy. Kill the enemy. Big Rock. The long spear was like a dragon. Fu Changding killed a true god with one spear and instantly fought with an emperor, his face full of grief. Today, although they killed countless enemies in the catacombs, demons, catacombs martial artists, and divine sects also produced countless powerhouses, and MCMEU suffered heavy losses. He had heard the roar just now. Killed an emperor. You bastard, falsely reporting your battle results. I'm going to expose you. Fu Changding cursed. I'm going to expose you. Kill these guys, then expose you. Bang! The long spear exploded, the explosion causing the emperor to spit blood continuously. Fu Changding pulled out a thin sword from the exploded long spear, and like a ghost, the sword slashed out in an instant, piercing the other party's head. Both sides continued to fight, and after a while, an explosive sound rang out. With a rumble, the Tao collapsed, and the emperor in front of him was killed. Fu Changding was bathed in blood, cursing, "Damn you! This is the emperor you killed. Don't falsely report your battle results anymore." Tears glistened in his eyes. Today, how many instructors and students had died here? He could no longer count. In the catacombs, the powerhouses were getting fewer and fewer. MCMAU had killed more than 10,000 rank 9 and above martial artists today. A terrifying number. Origin. Boom. Fong Ping gritted his teeth and self-destructed both his arms. But it was not for nothing. On the opposite side, a hole appeared in Celestial Emperor's chest. He began to recover quickly, but his face was a little pale. Looking at Fong Ping, and then at the strange man wrapped in the black fissure, Celestial Emperor laughed. Panting slightly, Celestial Emperor laughed. Can you guys stop me? As a large number of powerhouses were killed, the immortal source dimmed for a while. But soon, this dimness disappeared, and light erupted again. Celestial Emperor laughed. You guys can't stop me. Soon I'll succeed soon. When the immortal source matures, all of you will die. In all directions, Shu Xiang and the others were bathed in blood. Everyone joined forces to attack Celestial Emperor, but they still could not match him. Fong Ping self-destructed both his arms, but it only injured Celestial Emperor slightly. Celestial Emperor did not care about them anymore. At this moment, he looked down and laughed. Good, very good. The humans are really amazing. So many land realm and beginner martial artists have been killed. The humans are really amazing. A million rank 9s was more or less enough for him to succeed. But, although the number of rank 9s born kept increasing, the humans' killing speed was not slow either. It was very, very fast. Not everyone could become a rank 9 martial artist. One had to be at least rank 6 or 7 to have this chance. After being slaughtered by the humans, now, the speed of rank 9 martial artists born was getting slower and slower. Moreover, a large number of paragons and emperors were killed, which also slowed down the speed. But Celestial Emperor still laughed. The humans are really amazing. Close to 1,000 true gods, hundreds of thousands of rank 9s. Celestial Emperor laughed inexplicably, looking at Fong Ping and the rest smiling brightly. The humans occupy 90% of the Tao, 90% of the immortal source. I think the immortal source will mature soon. In the end, the humans rank 9 and true gods became the main supply targets of the immortal source. There were too many powerhouses. The powerhouses of the catacombs, demon clan, beginner martial artists, these few mainlands fought and killed countless. In addition, the humans were slaughtering them, so there were fewer and fewer. But this did not matter. The humans were also producing powerhouses. More and more. As long as this continued, in at most an hour, the human powerhouses would be enough to meet the needs of the immortal source. Celestial Emperor laughed. This is all thanks to Zhang Tao and Fong Ping for the foundation. If it wasn't for your strong foundation, we wouldn't be able to do this. In the crowd, Zhang Tao's face was pale, looking at Celestial Emperor and Fong Ping. Fong Ping was very strong, but because of the instability of the source, he could not unleash his full combat strength. The combination of the three emperors was very strong, but they were backstabbed by Celestial Emperor once. The countless cracks in the source also weakened their combat strength a lot. If this went on, they could not kill Celestial Emperor. Even if Celestial Emperor could not kill them, very soon, the immortal source would mature. Zhang Tao looked bitter. Celestial Emperor was really too strong. Previously, Fong Ping predicted that if Celestial Emperor fought for a long time, the source would also be shaken, but now it seemed that Celestial Emperor could still suppress the source. On the other hand, Fong Ping's second source was born not long ago, not as stable as the first source. Every time at a critical moment, he was a little powerless, defeated by Celestial Emperor. Looking at the immortal source, it was getting brighter and brighter. Too many powerhouses from the catacombs and the demon mainlands had been killed. They now were getting fewer and fewer, without the strength of rank 6 or 7, unable to support their breakthrough to rank 9. Soon, the human race would be able to clean up these remaining people, but on the human race's side, Zhang Tao sighed softly in his heart. Only when the human race had many powerhouses could they clean up the powerhouses from all sides, but the human race had too many powerhouses, too united, now actually became a disaster. This, in fact, he also expected. The main supply of the immortal source was the human race. Celestial Emperor, Zhang Tao laughed, looking at Celestial Emperor, panting. You think you've won? Celestial Emperor smiled faintly. King Wu, I know what you want to do, but you have to think carefully. This way, your position as the Emperor may not be stable. The people will lose all trust. You're too stupid. King Wu interrupted him and said with a smile, lost the will of the people? What you think is only what you think. Do you think the human race will be like what you think? Do you think the human race does not even have this little bit of determination? Do you think everyone is like you, greedy for life, afraid of death, and could be a tortoise for tens of thousands of years? You judge others by your own standards, treating the human race like you. You are the real stupid one. Zhang Tao laughed. The next moment, the voice shook the three realms, roaring, I am King Wu Zhang Tao. Everyone, the immortal source is about to mature the plan. It's time to start. Li Jin, hurry up, kill those bastards. Boom! Following this angry roar, a large number of roars came from the three realms' mainland. People were constantly being killed. On the Chua mainland, King Qian was blown up by the various powerhouses. Li Jin cut off King Qian's Dao with one sword, his expression extremely solemn. Hearing Zhang Tao's voice, Li Jin looked around. There were fewer and fewer heavenly kings. They had killed too many. On the human side, many powerhouses had also died in battle. Out of the last few patriarchs in Star Town, only Warlord was still there. The Shin family patriarch was gone on the House of Guardians side. Zhang Weiyu of the West House of Guardians was also gone. Wu Chuan was also crippled. However, the results were very obvious. Almost all the heavenly kings from the catacombs had been killed. At this moment, among the catacombs powerhouses, only Feng and the Demon Emperor, the two half-crippled breaking 8 powerhouses were left. Feng, the Demon Emperor, Luan, Sherpa, Underworld God, Heavenly Arm. These were the 6 non-human powerhouses who had broken through to breaking 8. There were only these 6 left. Sherpa was currently in a daze. Ever since Emperor Ling died in battle, he had been like this. If not for Emperor Ling saving him a few times, he would have been killed long ago. At this moment, when Sherpa heard a voice, he suddenly looked at Lin Zi opposite him, as if he had regained consciousness, looked at Lin Zi, looked at her, and said with a smile, Little Zi, I seem to remember something. Lin Zi looked at Sherpa, and Sherpa said with a smile, Let me ask you, the pair of earrings I gave to your aunt, does she still keep them? Lin Zi looked at Sherpa, seeing that he was seriously injured and his vitality was constantly overflowing. Her eyes were filled with tears. She nodded slightly and said with a smile, She keeps them and likes them very much, but you know her, she's too embarrassed to wear them. I knew she kept them. I knew she still likes me. Sherpa grinned, smiling brightly, smiling sadly. The next moment, he looked up at the sky and scolded loudly, You old dog, celestial arch. Heaven your mother's. You old dog, I wish I could cut you into 1,000 pieces. Give me back my fatty Ling. Sob, sob, sob. Loud wails came out. Sherpa looked up at the sky, crying and shouting, I want to prove my Tao. I want to become an emperor. I want to see the glory of an emperor. I want to become an emperor. I want to propose marriage. UF asterisk king won't let me become an emperor. Fatty Ling is dead. Propose your mother. Old dog, you want to win. Dream on. Fatty Ling, I'm coming for you. Ha ha. Under everyone's shocked eyes, Sherpa suddenly rushed into the Demon Emperor and Feng's camp, and with a loud bang, an explosion sounded. Boom! A huge star exploded. Blood rain fell again. Sherpa's laughter continued. The Demon Emperor and Feng's scolding rose and fell, and grunts sounded continuously. Sherpa self-destructed. At the side, Luan's face was full of sadness, but very soon, it disappeared. She didn't care about Sherpa. Everyone was going to die. It was just a matter of time. She had seen through it. At this moment, he suddenly looked at Lin Zi, smiling uglier than crying. Woman, did you lie to that bastard? How could Ling Huang keep the earrings he gave? I don't believe it. You are too evil, still lying to him at this time. Lin Zi's face was full of sadness, and she said softly, I didn't lie to him, it's true. It's just that Aunt doesn't like these external things. She really kept it. In the past 30,000 years, besides Ashkat, Only Uncle Sure gave some gifts, and Aunt kept them. I thought Aunt forgot to throw them away, but now, Luan grinned. So, that woman might really have something on her mind about this stone? TSA. It's not a loss to die, not a loss. Luan laughed, looking at the ball of light. Her eyes couldn't help but reveal a touch of sadness. Whether it was true or not, the moment Sherpa left, he was happy, excited. Ling Huang left behind the gift he gave. Perhaps it was also a gift from the only man beside Ling Huang. How could he not be happy? Perhaps in the past 30,000 years, he was the only one who gave it, but if Sherpa knew, he would be even happier. Brother Sure, you are finally satisfied, huh? Luan laughed out loud. Looking at the Demon Emperor and Feng who had broken bodies, he laughed and said, "The two of you still want to prove your Tao. Stop dreaming. To prove your Tao and help that old dog have an emperor? Why not go back? Why not go back? The chaotic three realms. It's time to end." No. The Demon Emperor and Feng both roared angrily, turned around and ran. These people were all crazy. In order to stop Heaven Emperor, Sherpa directly self-destructed. What was Luan thinking about? Luan laughed and said, "Don't run. What are you running for? Everyone get your weapons and kill them. I am Luan, an expert in creating chaos. Today, let's create chaos again." Along with this laughter, Luan laughed loudly, instantly rushing forward. Boom! Old dog Heaven Emperor, you want to trick me to prove my Tao? No way. I'm Luan my ass. I hate this chaotic world. A loud roar resounded in all directions. Chaos? No, he wasn't Luan. He just didn't want the three realms to be in chaos again. In that chaotic era, his family, his friends, his brothers, all died in the chaotic era. Therefore, he was Luan, but he didn't want the three realms to be in chaos again. That bastard who schemed against the three realms for 30,000 years still wanted to keep the three realms in captivity. Dream on. It's time for the chaotic era to end. Chapter 1482. Kill. Luan and Sherpa. The two peak experts self-destructed. As for the monster, the Arch and Feng, they were heavily injured and could die at any moment. They looked at each other, their eyes filled with helplessness, sorrow, and relief. They were free. Yes, they were free. The three realms had been in chaos for too long, and they had suffered too much. Today, they were finally free. Seeing the human experts charging over, seeing the underworld god and the others charging over, they stopped running. They couldn't run. The Heavenly King experts they brought were almost all slaughtered. Even if some survived, they probably wouldn't be able to. The three realms, 40,000 years. Today, the world was going to be destroyed, and the world was going to be created. Feng shook his head and smiled. Kun Peng, I didn't expect that in the end, I still couldn't prove my Tao. I feel a little regretful. Really regretful. After pursuing it for tens of thousands of years, it could be said that proving their Tao had become an obsession. Even though they knew that proving their Tao now was helping the Celestial Arch, and they hated him, they still wanted to prove their Tao. It wasn't to go against the human race. They just didn't want to leave behind such regrets. 30,000 years ago, they wanted to prove their Tao. Kun Peng fought with the Beast Emperor. In order to prove his Tao, Feng even recognized the four emperors as his masters. He was much older than the other three emperors. He really wanted to prove his Tao. But obviously, there was no chance today. Feng looked at Kun Peng, and Kun Peng looked back at him. They looked at each other and suddenly smiled. Feng, you will help me? You still want me to help you at this time? Are you still human? I'm not human, Kun Peng smiled. I am a monster. Feng was speechless. Then he chuckled. Forget it, let's go together. Let's walk halfway and look at the scenery of the Imperial Path. Even if we can't see everything, at least half is good. All right, Feng, I didn't expect that before I left, I would be together with a shameless person like you. I didn't expect it either. Feng smiled. In the next moment, the two of them emitted dense flames. Two grand paths appeared. They burned themselves. With a loud boom, the three gates shattered. In front of the two grand paths, a broken path appeared. The demon sovereign looked at Feng, and Feng looked back at him with a smile on her face. Why are you looking at me? I don't think I can cross it. Let's take a look at the sovereign path. If we are lucky, we can touch the 3 gates. I really want to take a look. All right. The two of them laughed and stepped forward. At the back, everyone stopped. The two of them burned themselves all the way. The great Tao of the void appeared above the severed path. This was their own power. They burned themselves to obtain power to prove their Tao and become emperors. Whether they succeeded or not, they were doomed. As he walked, the road ahead was cut off. The 3 gates were right in front of him. Feng looked at the 3 gates and was a little unwilling. She looked at the soaring Kuan Peng and scolded. Can't you give me a ride? I can't fly anymore either. Kuan Peng smiled bitterly. I can't fly anymore. Together. Let's walk to the door together. A human and a demon began to gather and support each other. Their fleshly bodies were on fire, and now they were starting to burn the great Tao behind them. They were burning the great Tao, all for the sake of getting closer to the door to see what lay beyond it. The great Tao collapsed. The great Tao behind them had been completely burned, and at this moment, a human and a demon had also walked to the door. They could not break through. Even if they broke through, they would still die. Was this considered becoming an emperor? No. Feng gently stroked the door, smiled, and looked at Kuan Peng. Although I'm shameless, I feel that I've always been shameless to Feng Ping. He could do it, but I can't. Kuan Peng, why don't you cooperate with me? Kuan Peng smiled and said, Are you sure? Of course. Then you go first. Feng could not help but laugh, shaking her head helplessly. In the next moment, she suddenly exhausted all her strength and shouted loudly. Today, Kuan Peng has proven his Tao. For the Demon Emperor. For the Demon Emperor. Ha! Kuan Peng laughed, and as he laughed, he said loudly, Today, Feng has proven his Tao and become an emperor. For the Emperor. For the Emperor. A human and a demon looked at each other, the flames on their bodies soaring into the sky. But they were laughing so brightly. We have proven our Tao. This door was right in front of them. They had proven their Tao. Brother Demon Emperor, shall we go together? Together. Brother Feng, let's go together, together. Accompanied by laughter, the two continued to walk towards the door. As they walked, their figures disappeared, as if they had entered the origin, but everyone knew that they had not. They had completely disappeared in front of the door. Today, Feng and Kuan Peng had proven their Tao. They had proven the Tao in their hearts. They had become emperors. They had become emperors in their hearts. The great star did not collapse. The moment it burned itself, the great star had already been completely burned. At this moment, the two walked silently. No, the entire 3 realms knew. The entire 3 realms were watching them, hearing their voices. They had proven their Tao. They had become emperors, and they were congratulating each other. This was the 3 realms. Everyone had their own glory. Every expert was a part of history. They split the heavens and earth. They reigned supreme in martial arts. They dominated the 3 realms. They lived for one era after another. And in the end, they died in glory. Feng, Kuan Peng had fallen. Behind them, Li Zhen's expression changed. Even though they were enemies, at this moment, sorrow still rose in his heart. This was the 3 realms, who could have a good ending. The 3 realms controlled by the celestial arch was this miserable. Who could have a good ending for the strong? None of them. At this moment, Li Zhen no longer looked at the underworld god and heavenly arm. He looked around, looked at the 3 realms continent, and roared, Everyone, are you ready? Ready! Waves of roars came from the Chua continent, from the Earth continent, from the Catacombs continent, from the Sea of Bitterness. Countless experts of the human race roared. Their voices shook the 3 realms. On this day, in the world of the human race, the human experts shook the 3 realms. Everyone, let's create a new era of glory together. Congratulations to the human race. Congratulations to the human race. Congratulations to the human race. Shouts resounded throughout the world. At this moment, the roars of the Sea of Bitterness were suppressed. The tremors of the origin were suppressed. The blood rain was defeated, and the sun appeared. The 3 realms, boundless light. The immortal origin, brilliant glory. Li Jun laughed loudly. A great Tao appeared and began to burn. He roared, King Wu, contribute some strength. King Wu, Zhang Tao, is invincible. Invincible. One great Tao, two great Tao, three great Tao, countless great Tao. They were all burning. Comrades, comrades, may we meet again in the next life. Li Jun roared again. Let's meet again in the next life. Fight, fight, fight. Li Jun laughed heartily. Beside him, human experts revealed their great Daos burning. Brother Zhu, Li Jun, I'll be leaving first. Human king, martial king, kill that old dog and rebuild this golden age. Create another golden age. The humans shouted together. Beside him, Jiang Hao's great Tao burned. Beside him, the War King's great Tao burned. Beside him, the Nanyun Moon's great Tao burned. Behind him, the Nether God and Heavenly Arm were stunned and stunned. The human race. Hundreds of thousands of experts were going to die today. It wasn't that they were afraid of death. The Celestial Arch had said that he would spare the three realms after killing them. They weren't afraid, but they weren't willing. He was not willing to become a soul under the Celestial Emperor's blade. They would rather die standing than be slaves of a subjugated nation. Even if he died, it would be worth it. Congratulations to the human race. Shouts after shouts resounded throughout the world. At the border, Chen Jiaxing roared again and again. Donghu Martial Arts University's Chen Jiaxing, young and old, were all going to die. Today it was his turn. Congratulations to the human king. Congratulations to the martial king. Shouts after shouts, their voices hoarse, their throats torn. A smile appeared on Chen Jiaxing's youthful face. The great Tao was burning. Someone was extracting their power after burning. The martial king was extracting their power, the most powerful power, burning this great Tao, breaking this immortal source, helping the martial king. Congratulations to the human race. Create another golden age. Behind him, the rank 9 powerhouses were roaring loudly. Behind them, countless military martial artists were sobbing silently. However, even though their tears flowed freely, these military martial artists still stood straight and shouted loudly. The stench of blood surged in their throats. Send off General Chun. Send off all heroes. With a roar, the 3 armies shouted in unison. Chen Jiaxing looked back and laughed. Everyone behind us is still a golden age. The golden age lasts forever. The golden age lasts forever. Rumble. Young Chen Jiaxing's flesh exploded. He looked up at the sky, his laughter echoing everywhere. The golden age lasts forever. Wang Qinghai led the powerhouses from the Department of Education, igniting their Daos and themselves. As he laughed, he suddenly burst into tears. Fang Ping, you bastard. You haven't even finished paying me the benefits you owe me. My investment has gone down the drain. This Minister Wang had invested a lot in Fang Ping. Why was it gone? Minister, remember to collect the debt for me. Ha! The laughter disappeared. Wang Qinghai, burning himself. Behind him, acquaintances were also disappearing one after another. In front, a few people stood beside Zhang Wu. His son, Sun City's Governor Zhang Peng, a few of his brothers, his nephews and nieces at this moment. They were all here. Father, son, I'll be leaving first. Zhang Wu laughed loudly. Beside him, young Zhang Peng suddenly turned his head to look at Xie Yifan, suddenly smiling mischievously. Grandma, leave with the Zhang family. Xie Yifan blushed slightly. How gorgeous. Nonsense. Grandma, let's go together. Zhang Peng laughed again. When Grandpa left, he said that you've married into the Zhang family. You bastard. Xie Yifan smiled brightly, smiling brightly. Who married into the Zhang family? That dirty old man. Shameless. Although she said she was awesome, Xie Yifan walked over step by step. Around her, the powerhouses burned their great Tao, smiling and joking in unison. Congratulations to Madame Zhang. Wrong, we're congratulating the minister's wife. We should call her Madame Wu. Ha ha ha, wrong again. We should call her Madame Wu. Ha ha. Everyone laughed. Xie Yifan's face was flushed. Then she roared, "All of you better behave yourselves and line up. Otherwise, I'll let you know how awesome I am before I die." Haha, Madame Zhang is angry and shy. Everyone line up. Everyone laughed. Soon, the military formation appeared. Hundreds of powerhouses, talking and laughing, smiling brightly. The sun shone brightly, as if they were standing in a military formation, as if they were welcoming a new day. One by one, the powerhouses were reduced to ashes. No one said it was painful. No one said it was not worth it. Worth it. We are afraid of death. We are not afraid of death. We will die standing. We will not be slaves of a subjugated country. That day, the military department issued an order. Powerhouses burned their Tao and body, not forced voluntary. That day, no one said a word of objection. We can die, as long as it's worth it. As long as we don't die on our knees, it's worth it. In front of the crowd, Xie Yifan looked at the sky, looked at the godlike phantom, smiled and waved. "I'm here, do you see? Do you see? You coward. You didn't give me a promise." The stern chief Xie was like a little girl today. Her face was flushed red with happiness, and she was unhappy that she hadn't received her promise. She disappeared from the world along with the light of the fire. Little Han, southwest border, Ling Yi looked at Han Su, smiling brightly. "Let me ask you, senior sister, am I really small breasts?" Han Su smiled bitterly. "Not at all. Humph. I knew that bastard Fong Ping bullied me, lied to me on purpose, and was jealous that I'm bigger than Qin Yunxi Humph." With dissatisfaction and pride, Ling Yi held her head high, chest out, and smiled. "Little Han Su, come with me. Let's go together. Senior sister, I want to be with the instructor. Your axe is too big. What are you afraid of? I won't eat you up. I've never been in a relationship before. When I left, that bastardly Han Song wasn't by my side, so I caught you to make up the numbers. Come here quickly." "No, senior sister, I like the gentler ones." Han Su was terrified, hurriedly running to avoid her. "Senior sister Ling, I don't like people like you. I like the gentler ones. Look at Qin Yunxi. She's the gentler one. Bastard. Bastard." Ling Yi cursed angrily, her whole body bursting with light. In the distance, a CCMEU instructor laughed. "Han Su, you brat, you've got guts, but the instructor likes it." "Huh, Han Su, you brat. You have a good eye. You should have said so earlier. We'll go to MCMEU and snatch her Qin Yunxi. Who would dare to say no?" That's right, that's right. What is MCMEU? What is it? What first martial arts university? Is our CCMU a pushover? Without Fong Ping, what is MCMEU? We've been suppressing them for decades, and they still dare to make a comeback. The next time we meet them, we'll hammer them to death. Old Wong, you're still bragging? Are you awake? Aren't you afraid of getting beaten up? Bah, you mean Li Changshan? Let that grandson come and beat me up. At this moment, an old man's face was full of disdain, his face full of contempt. Li Changshan is a grandson. Come and beat me up. Beat me up. I'm so scared, Tisk. If that grandson dares to come, I'll crush him with one finger. Ha ha! Everyone laughed, and immediately someone continued. That's right, that grandson is a ball. Come on. Not just that grandson Fong Ping. Come and beat me up, Motherf asterisk Kerr. This grandson used to bully CCMEU. Who's afraid of him? We just don't beat him up because he's small. That's right, that's right. Our CCMEU has a foundation, a culture. MCMEU is just a bunch of hooligans. Everyone roared with laughter. Awesome. I'll scold you guys. What? Hit me? Do you think I'm afraid of you? A group of CCMEU instructors and students laughed, insufferably arrogant. I'll scold you MCMEU people. What about it? If you're not convinced, come at me. I won't give you a chance. Let's go. The MCMU guys can't hit us anymore. Everyone laughed and joked, their silhouettes gradually dissipating. This land, the depth of their love. Their love for this world was also very deep. They did not feel too much despair or unwillingness, just a little regret. After today, could this prosperous country behind them continue to exist? May this prosperous country last forever. Han Su turned around, looking into the distance with a smile on his face. He muttered silently, May this prosperous country continue to exist. Beside him, Ling Yi smiled, looking at the sky, looking at the few imposing figures, suddenly exhausted all her strength, shouting, Fong Ping, I'm not a small-chested bro. I'm a big-chested bro. This is what you get for saying that the grapes are sour when you can't eat them. Huh? I'm leaving. Waving the giant axe, laughing happily. I'm leaving. As she laughed and laughed, tears rolled down her cheeks. She had never been in love in her life. Li Hansong, that big idiot, does he like me or not? Carrying some doubts, some questions, Ling Yi dissipated. In the area suppressed by Star City, one by one, martial artists burned their own Tao. In the crowd, there were people who cried out, It hurts. I quit. It's too painful. Mother Fasters Kerr, you're all going to die. I'm fat. I have a lot of meat. I haven't finished burning yet. Su Zissou, don't go. I'm still a virgin. Why don't we kiss before we leave? It hurts. Jiang Chao screamed, crying, tearing up. Some of the martial artists who had not dissipated were helpless. How embarrassing. They had already come this far. Who was afraid of pain? If you're so afraid of pain, don't burn. Fatty Jiang saw those people's gazes and wailed with tears in his eyes. I didn't know it was so painful. If I knew, I wouldn't do it anymore. It's so painful, Grandpa. Add some fire. Burn me to death immediately. It hurts so much now. Jiang Chao screamed, cried, and laughed. There's so much delicious food. Forget it. I'll go eat something delicious. Then I'll forget the pain. Fong Ping, that bastard. He makes me flatter him every day. Today, I won't flatter this son of a B****. Jiang Chao. Am invincible. Jiang Chao, you're the best. Jiang Chao, you're the best. Jiang Chao, you're amazing. I like you so much. Love you. Jiang Chao directed and acted, laughing and laughing, dissipating. Jiang Chao, you're the best. The catacombs. Wu Quishan looked dejected, muttering, Why didn't you inform MCMAU? He did not know about this. Everyone else had left, but he did not know about this, not even MCMAU. MCMAU was arranged to go to the catacombs. They did not know about this at all. At this moment, hundreds of thousands of martial artists were burning themselves, burning their Daos. At this moment, the immortal source was already dim and lifeless. In the three realms, King Wu's voice echoed, Live well. Yes, live well. He was telling the rest of the three realms, telling Earth martial artists, telling MCMU martial artists, live well. Enough. I don't need your help. The immortal source would never be able to mature. At this moment, blood rain poured down. The light turned the color of blood. Hundreds of thousands of martial artists burned themselves, burning themselves, sacrificing all of their energy to Zhang Tao. The immortal source was crippled. Even if they sacrificed others now, the immortal source would never mature. After this disaster, were there 1,000 martial artists above rank 9? Other than MCMAU's batch, there were still some survivors in the human army, protecting the human race. There were still some survivors in the other continents, added together. Were there 1,000 people? Probably not. Wu Quishan wept bitterly. Looking at the MCMAU instructors and students around him, there were not many left. MCMU army was guarding the catacombs. Under the massacre, the MCMU army was less than 10% alive. There were not many left, but all my old friends are gone. You asked us to stay. What are we staying to see? To see hope or despair? Living was really more painful than dying. Zhang Tao, Aleph *CK, your ancestors. Wu Quishan cursed. Live well. How do you live well? It's better to just die. But now, to live, King Wu did not absorb energy. Were they going to die in vain? They could not die without merits. Those people died for the human race. If they died now, it would be a waste of time. Idiots! He knew King Wu's thoughts, leaving Fong Ping with one last thought. They were all dead. They were afraid that Fong Ping would despair, afraid that Fong Ping would die. But it was really too painful. Looking at the people he knew dying in all directions, it was really too painful. Fong Ping, fight well. MCMU is still here. With a sob, Wu Quishan roared, MCMU is still here. Don't despair. Tears fell uncontrollably. For the first time, Fong Ping felt that he was not a devil. He was not a devil. He had feelings. He was really not a devil. He was a king. The king of the human race. He was Fong Ping. You guys haven't paid me back the IOUs you owe me. Fong Ping bombarded Celestial Emperor frantically. On the other side, King Wu's aura was getting stronger and stronger. Fong Ping bombarded, roaring, his murderous intent boundless. It was all this beast's fault. The immortal source behind him was already extinguishing at this moment. Celestial Emperor was also shocked, and also silent. Hundreds of thousands of martial artists, no one to supervise at this moment, all died together. He was really a little shocked. This was not a group of weaklings, a group of powerhouses. The weakest was also rank 9. The strongest had even begun to touch the Emperor path. They burned themselves. What did this mean? Celestial Emperor was really shocked. The human heart, in his opinion, was not like this. The human race was not like this either. He knew that the human race was united, but this was suicide, burning themselves, that kind of pain, that kind of despair, hundreds of thousands of powerhouses. Was there no one who was not willing? The human race actually did not have a major upheaval. This was impossible. At this moment, countless ordinary people, the weak, they were still alive. They walked out of their homes, walked to the streets, walked to the fields, looked at the sky, eyes full of tears. They were all praying. They were all praying. May the human race prosper. May the golden age last forever. May the heroic spirits not perish. May human king, King Wu win. Heroes forever. Those dead heroes had their families, their parents, their children, and their friends today. They died for the human race. Even at this moment, the human race still existed. The golden age still existed. Sorrow, tears, happiness. We are enjoying the glory of the golden age. Until eternity. Kill. Boundless murderous intent filled the source. Fong Ping went crazy, both arms broken, rapidly growing, both legs exploded, continued to grow, fight. Kill. If he did not kill Celestial Emperor, he was not willing. The countless heroic spirits were not willing. At this moment, in his source, shadows appeared one after another. Hundreds of thousands of shadows appeared. Fong Ping's source seemed to continue to expand. The others also went crazy. Rumble. A loud bang. The three realms shook. Shu Xiang was all smiles. I am also human. Human king. King Wu, young master. Shu Xiang bids farewell. Shu Xiang smiled, her gaze gentle. A large amount of power poured into King Wu's body. Looking at Wang Fong Ping over there, nodding slightly. Then looking at Wang Jinyang, who was in tears, bowing slightly. Young master, if possible, bury Shu Xiang next to the old master. I want to accompany him to see this golden age again. Tears streamed down Wang Jinyang's face, nodding fiercely. Master, Shu Xiang is here. Rumble. The source shook. The last of his power was used to blast open the source. The source, once again a large number of cracks appeared, void cracks. With a smile, Shu Xiang slowly dissipated. King Wu's aura was even more powerful, terrifyingly powerful. Hundreds of thousands of powerhouses sacrificed themselves, condensing power for King Wu. An emperor sacrificed himself, contributing power for King Wu. At this moment, King Wu even vaguely came into contact with Fong Ping's realm. Zhang Tao's eyes were already filled with tears of blood, but he did not cry. What was he crying for? King Wu would not cry. It would never happen. He wanted to win this war. Celestial Emperor did not understand humans. But he did. He already knew this would happen. He did not think that someone would not agree, because they were all neo-martial artists. The neo-martial artists were different. Looking over there, Fong Ping bombarded Celestial Emperor crazily, his injuries getting more and more serious. Zhang Tao laughed. Kid, today you finally have the style of a King Wu. With a smile, Zhang Tao said softly. Open the source. Let me, your grandfather, go in and take a look. No, don't. Fong Ping cried. He did not want to. Stop talking nonsense. Two of you might not be able to kill him. Two of you combined can kill him. King Wu scolded jokingly. He, at most, could reach Fong Ping's realm, but could two Fong Ping kill Celestial Emperor? It was too difficult. Only by completely fusing, becoming Fong Ping, could he kill that old bastard. Don't delay, don't hesitate. We are martial artists, neo-martial artists. As long as neo-martial artists do not perish, we will not perish. Have you forgotten the spirit of neo-martial artists? Right now, kill the enemy, kill the enemy, kill the enemy. Zhang Tao roared. Killing the enemy was the most important. Today, destroy Celestial Emperor, rebuild the three realms. If Celestial Emperor was not dead, how could the three realms be at peace? On the other side, Celestial Emperor's expression was cold. Don't even think about it. However, it was at this moment that the eccentric figure of the three emperors suddenly sighed. The voice of the emperor, God, sounded somewhat dejected and sorrowful. Is this the human race? Maybe when we give up the glory of the human race, give up the identity of the human race, we will no longer be human. The human race, this is so shocking, the emperor god sighed. Heaven Reverse Emperor smiled. This is the neo-martial artists, not us. Cheong, how our old friends are all gone. Why don't we not waste time? Emperor Donghuang sighed helplessly. We wanted to wait until the celestial source matured. Looks like the human race never thought about maturing the celestial source. I understand now. Never mind, let's go. The three powerhouses spoke one after another. Soon, the emperor god chuckled. Fong Ping, kill him. If you win, I only hope you will not become the next celestial emperor. The only hope, the only desire, do not become the next celestial emperor. To kill celestial emperor, the three realms had paid too much. After today, how many people in the three realms would survive? After today, how many martial artists in the three realms would survive? Fong Ping choked. Celestial Emperor? The next Celestial Emperor? No way. After today, there would be no more Celestial Emperor. Boom. An earth-shattering explosion sounded again. The three strengthened into a mist of blood, shrouding Celestial Emperor. Cracks spread around the mist. The Emperor God laughed. Trap him for a while. Merge with the Martial King and aim at his head. Punch this old bastard. Smash his head. I have long been sick of his head. At this moment, the Emperor God was no longer gloomy. He laughed heartily. We were once heroes too, including Celestial Emperor. It was a pity that Celestial Emperor had changed. They had changed. They could only hope that Fong Ping, who killed Celestial Emperor, would not change. Otherwise, in tens of thousands of years, the three realms might put on a good show to kill Fong Ping. Chapter 1483. Fong Ping, activate the source. King Wu roared again. Open the origin, fulfill Fong Ping's wish, and kill the Celestial Emperor. Tears blurred eyes. Tears streamed down Fong Ping's cheeks. He did not want it, he could not accept it, but he could only accept it. The Celestial Arch was stronger and more difficult to kill than expected. He had teamed up with the three emperors, but they were still unable to kill the Celestial Arch. If this continued, his origin would collapse, and the three emperors would be devoured by the rift. Then no one in the world would be able to kill the Celestial Arch. Perhaps the Yang spirit could, but at this moment, the Yang spirit was still entangled with the seed. After paying such a huge price, they still couldn't kill the Celestial Arch. He was indignant. The human race was indignant. Fong Ping cried. At this moment, he was no longer the Devil King. He could not bear to. He really could not bear to. King Wu represented the human race, the hope of the human race, and the hundreds of thousands of dead experts. At this moment, he wanted to merge with the source of Tao. Fong Ping did not want to. Even if he knew that this was not right and that he should not drag things out, he really did not want to. Fong Ping. Another roar rang out. Fong Ping cried. His brain nucleus slowly appeared, opening a door and looking at Zhang Tao. At this moment, he really looked like a child. Tears blurred his vision. Fong Ping looked at him. Old Zhang, I'm scared. I'm scared that I'll become the next Celestial Emperor. Without you here, I'm scared. I'm only 21 years old. Damn you. King Wu angrily cursed. You're still pretending to be 13 at a time like this. Fong Ping grinned. unable to stop the tears from rolling down his cheeks. I'm really afraid. If you don't supervise me, I'm afraid I'll really become a demon. Don't worry. Zhang Tao stepped forward and hugged Fang Ping. Then, he gently rubbed Fang Ping's head and laughed. Don't be afraid. What are you afraid of? You are Fang Ping, a sovereign personage. You are the only hope of the human race. You are the human king that the human race has sacrificed countless lives to create. I once said that our Tao originated from the human race. When you are no longer a human, your Tao will collapse. You brat, don't even think of becoming a monster. Be good. I'm not afraid anymore. Old Zhang patted Fang Ping's head, his eyes revealing a hint of regret. Yes, he was afraid. He was only 21 years old. They had been fighting for more than 3 years, killing, fighting, scheming. He was not afraid of anything, because there were people behind him, a lot of people. But now so many people had died. War King had died, Jiang Hao had died, Li Jin had died, Nan Yunhua had died, Chen Yaozu had died. Too many people had died. In MCMU, not even 1 in 10 would survive. Li Chongqing had left. He, Zhang Tao, one of Fang Ping's guides, was also leaving today, leaving this child behind. After killing the Heavenly Emperor, how could he not be afraid? They should be afraid. Loneliness, sorrow. Living was really painful. Patting Fang Ping's head, old Zhang was all smiles. Kid, work hard. Don't be afraid. Grandpa is watching you. On the other side, Heavenly King Jin sighed helplessly. Look at the time, you brat. She even took advantage of him. Old man, if you're still alive, please take care of me. Lao Wang looked at him and smiled. He's too young. He's so young that I don't feel at ease leaving just like this. However, I'm really going to leave. If you're not dead, take care of him. He's a little rascal. He doesn't sound like a coward, but he's extremely cowardly in his heart. He can't wait to kill the Heavenly Emperor if he doesn't die. How is that possible? He can't wait to call me Grandpa every day behind my back. When we meet, he has to oppose me. This is a lack of love. He's afraid that I won't pay attention to him. This little bastard is too childish. I really don't feel at ease with him. He was really worried. He was too young. Following his conquest of the 3 realms, killing countless people. How many years had he not slept? Was it because he did not dare to sleep? Was it because he was afraid of nightmares? There was no one to enlighten him, and there was no time to enlighten him. Even soldiers had post-war syndromes, let alone Fang Ping, the 3 realms executioner. He was worried, too worried. He was worried that after this battle, if Fang Ping did not die, he would turn bad. He was worried that tens of thousands of years later, the 3 realms would rise again to kill Fang Ping. He was a hero, a great hero of the 3 realms. However, Zhang Tao was afraid. With tears in his eyes, he looked at Heavenly King Jun. He looked at him. If you don't die, remember to take care of him. He was very fragile. Heavenly King Jin also had tears in his eyes and nodded. He would. Today, most of his old brothers were gone. Most of the descendants of the Li clan were gone. Loneliness was with him. Could he really live? Looking at Celestial Emperor over there, Heavenly King Jun felt bitter. Could Fang Ping, who had merged with Zhang Tao, kill Celestial Emperor? He did not know. Hopefully he could. The 3 emperors united, but they could only trap Celestial Emperor. He was not sure if Fang Ping could kill Celestial Emperor. Kid, I'm leaving. Zhang Tao patted Fang Ping's head. His hand hurt a little. He laughed dryly and said helplessly, Your grandfather. It's hard to beat you up. I'm leaving. There was reluctance, too much reluctance. There was uneasiness, too much uneasiness. Looking at the 3 realms below, Zhang Tao laughed and said softly, If there's an afterlife, I'll marry you again. This lifetime, not anymore. I'm a King Wu, born for martial arts, for the human race. Love was too extravagant. Last year, in this sect, peach blossoms reflected each other. Old Zhang shook his head, reciting a poem with a smile. I won't see you guys anymore. I'm very sorry. I'm also very sorry. I won't see the end of this golden age. I only hope that this golden age can last forever. I'm sorry. I've become a coward. I've passed all the responsibilities and problems to Fong Ping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As he recited, tears streamed down Zhang Tao's cheeks. I'm sorry, everyone. I've let down your trust. I've let down Fong Ping. This heavy burden, I'll pass on to you. I want to fight with you to the end, but I can't, and don't want to. Farewell, human race. Farewell, three realms. In the source, Zhang Tao burned himself, for fat babies surrounded him. Zhang Tao teased these fat babies, looking at the world below, looking at those shadows, laughing. Brothers, I'm coming. Below, a shadow soared into the sky and walked into Zhang Tao's body. Zhang Tao sensed it and scolded with a smile. Inhumane, this bastard, torturing me every day. I was worried about you for nothing. Outside the source, Fong Ping cried. From now on, I'll beat you up every day. Nonsense. Zhang Tao scolded with a smile. Be a good person. Don't learn from Celestial Emperor. That guy is crazy. I don't know what to do about the seeds. There's nothing I can do. Do as you see fit. Even if Sun God is still alive, he probably has no interest in dominating the three realms. But you have to be careful of him. People change. If you can kill him, then kill him. Don't worry about that old devil heavenly king. If he dares to say that he won't die, I'll strangle him to death, even if I become a ghost. There are still people alive in MCMAU. Kill Celestial Emperor. Find your sister and the rest. Retire if you want to. This heavy burden is passed on to you alone. I'm exhausted for you. Kid. Fong Ping's tears fell. What? Tell me. Zhang Tao's smile brightened. That world you came from, isn't it beautiful? Is it nice? Fong Ping nodded. It's beautiful, it's nice. But it's not as nice as this place. There's no old man more handsome than you. There's no human race leader better than you. You are the most powerful in the three realms. Ha! Zhang Tao laughed. He laughed contentedly. Did you hear that? I'm the most handsome, the most powerful. Fong Ping said it. This little bastard praised me today. Rumble. The source expanded, changed, and became bigger and bigger. Old Zhang's silhouette gradually dissipated. Beside him, Old Wang and the rest supported Fong Ping. Fong Ping shrugged off their support. His tears evaporated. I'm not crying. I'm not sad at all. The source was becoming more and more stable. Fong Ping was becoming more and more powerful. He was not in the mood to look at these. He was not in the mood to care about these things. Fong Ping turned his head and did not look at old Zhang's disappearing silhouette. He looked at Celestial Emperor. In his eyes, there was boundless hatred. He rarely hated someone so much. Today, he really hated. Too many people had died. Those adorable people, those respectable people. Zhang Tao had transformed. This time, he had really touched Fong Ping's heart. He was a teacher, a father, and a friend. His journey had been bumpy. There were times when he took the wrong path. There were times when he hesitated. There were times when he became a demon. It was him who guided him step by step until he reached where he was today. I didn't become a demon only because these adorable people, respectable people were protecting me, loving me, and protecting me. Without them, I would definitely become a demon. Today, Zhang Tao died. Fong Ping no longer cried. Zhang Tao once said that Fong Ping's journey had been too smooth. There were no setbacks. Today, he encountered the biggest setback in his life. This setback came from Zhang Tao. Dead. At this moment, the three realms mourned together. Mournful cries rang through heaven and earth. King Wu died. On earth, sorrow spread. King Wu died. Since the creation of the world, the strongest human emperor, the best human emperor, the most adorable human emperor, was dead. King Wu, who had created this prosperous era, was dead. In the mortal world, at this moment, countless people soared into the sky. Countless people roared. King Wu is immortal. Congratulations to the human race. King Wu would not die. Even if he died, the human race would never forget him, because everything about him was deeply imprinted in the hearts, minds, and spirits of the human race. May everyone in the human race be a dragon. May everyone in the human race be an emperor. This was King Wu. In his life, he had been fighting for this goal. He worked hard for this goal. He was about to succeed. Unfortunately, he would not be able to see it. Congratulations to King Wu. The roars rang through heaven and earth again. To King Wu! To King Wu! To King Wu! Countless people stood up and looked up at the sky. With tears in their eyes, they sent King Wu on his way. May he live an easier and more comfortable life in the next world. He was too tired. Origin. The Origin trembled violently. Celestial Emperor suddenly laughed. I don't understand neo-martial arts. I don't understand you, but you want to kill me. Dream on? He did not understand the human race. Therefore, he lost. However, it was only the immortal source that lost. It was only the Origin, not him. He did not lose everything. Could he kill him just like that? Dream on? Fong Ping, it's impossible for the human race to kill me. These three pieces of trash think they can kill me like this. It's impossible. At this moment, Celestial Emperor returned to normal. His body was eroded by the blood mist, cut by the cracks, and riddled with scars, but he was still smiling happily. That's good too. Everything starts from the beginning. It's good. Celestial Emperor moved step by step, walking toward Fong Ping. Suddenly, he looked at a person. No, he looked at a big cat that was still crying. I still have a chance of winning. Celestial Emperor smiled brightly. I still have a chance of winning. Cat, this blood mist, this crack, it's all the filth of the three realms, the filth of the Origin. You could devour it. Come, devour everything. I'll kill Fong Ping. At this moment, Fong Ping did not move, because he was metamorphosing. Another metamorphosis. The metamorphosis of the Origin, the metamorphosis of the Jade Bones. He was strengthening himself, consolidating the Origin. However, at this moment, Fong Ping suddenly vomited blood, walking toward Celestial Emperor step by step. He would not watch Celestial Emperor kill his family and his friends again. Cat, this cat was pitiful enough. He would not watch Celestial Emperor deal with cat anymore. You haven't stabilized the Origin, haven't completed the metamorphosis, and you want to fight me? Celestial Emperor laughed. You're courting death. Do you think you can save Ash Cat? I created it. I raised it. Cat, come. Celestial Emperor beckoned. At this moment, he was imprisoned by the blood mist and cracks, his injuries getting worse. This was disadvantageous for him when he fought Fong Ping. In the Origin, there were more and more cracks. His immortal source was broken, and he had no way to replenish it. However, he still had hope. Cat. This was the Origin's trash can, after all. All of the trash could be dumped into the Ash Cat's body. Although there was too much this time, and the cat might explode, it only needed a moment to kill Fong Ping before his transformation was complete. As for the future, he would think about it later. Meow. Cat meowed mournfully, extending its sharp claws at him. This is useless. Celestial Emperor laughed. You're raised by me. If I can't control you, then I'm really useless. Come. At this moment, numerous patterns appeared on the body of the cat. Like ropes, they bound the cat and dragged it toward him step by step. Woof! A dog bark sounded. An heavenly hound bit at Celestial Emperor. Celestial Emperor sneered. You useless thing. I raised you for nothing. Even if he was imprisoned, he was not a match for Heavenly Hound. A punch blasted out. Boom! Heavenly Hound's flesh exploded. Heavenly King subduing, and the others quickly rushed over to stop it. Cat! Cat could swallow the blood mist, swallow the cracks, and let Celestial Emperor get rid of his control. As for Fong Ping, at this time, the Origin was still expanding and strengthening himself. He might not be able to complete it in a short time. Everyone saw the danger. They could not let Celestial Emperor get rid of the imprisonment created by the three powerhouses. Otherwise, they would be in big trouble. One powerhouse after another, disregarding their own safety, charged toward Celestial Emperor. Fong Ping also walked over there step by step, blood flowing from his mouth, toward Celestial Emperor. Toward Cat. Cat's fur stood on end, its claws scratching the void, dragging out a trail of fire. Its claws broke and blood flowed. But Cat knew that it could not get close to Celestial Emperor. Otherwise, it would absorb those things and let this bad guy get out of trouble. Meow. Cat screamed mournfully, all the hair on its body falling off from the rope. Its fat body was bound by the rope until flesh and blood splattered everywhere. But Cat clawed at the void, unwilling to take a step forward even if its claws were broken. Celestial Emperor bombarded everyone, his face full of smiles. Cat, it's better if you come over yourself and suffer less. I didn't want to be so violent, but you have to cooperate with me. Boom! Dragon Transformation's flesh was destroyed by his punch. Celestial Hound's broken body attacked again, but Celestial Emperor punched again and destroyed Celestial Hound. Heavenly King Jun punched again and again, but it was blocked by the blood mist. Instead, he had some misgivings and was constantly beaten back by Celestial Emperor. Imprison me? Seal me? Celestial Emperor smiled brightly. Celestial Emperor and the others were too naive. If I died so easily, the three realms would have changed a long time ago. Sun God had killed me many years ago. Cat, Master. At this moment, a figure appeared in front of Cat. Tian Chun. Yes, Tian Chun. At this moment, the origin was broken, and Tian Chun walked in. Everyone noticed him, but no one stopped him. Tian Chun's current strength was not very strong. Tian Chun looked at Celestial Emperor, looked at his sinister smile, and was a little sad. Master, let Cat go. Master, the three realms has changed. It is no longer the ancient three realms. Master, Celestial Emperor said lightly. You want to betray me too? Fine, betray me then. Ling, that bitch, I trusted her for 30,000 years. She actually betrayed me. I am not surprised that you betrayed me. Master, you want to stop me? Celestial Emperor laughed. You are very weak. It is not a big deal for you to stop me. Master, this imprisonment was set up by you, but I raised Cat for 10,000 years. Tian Chun sighed softly. Master, I raised it for 10,000 years. I know about the existence of the imprisonment. Master, Celestial Emperor's face suddenly became gloomy. Yes, Tian Chun raised Cat for 10,000 years. He might have discovered something, so Tian Chun looked at Celestial Emperor and sighed. I don't want to betray Master. But Cat, it stands aloof from the world. Master, why must? Celestial Emperor said coldly. It is not a living being. It is just the accumulation of filth from the source. Now, there is more filth, of course. It must be devoured. Do you think Master is not as important as this cat? Master. Tian Chun sighed and no longer looked at Celestial Emperor. He knew that he could not convince Cat. Tian Chun looked at the old cat's bloodshot eyes and the wounds all over its body. He stroked the old cat gently and comforted it. Old cat, don't be angry. Everyone in the three realms likes you very much. Master has been possessed. Spirit Emperor likes you. Martial King likes you. Human King likes you. Young Deity likes you. I like you too. Tian Chun smiled and gently stroked Cat. In his hand, blood gushed out, and the ropes broke one by one. Tian Chun chuckled. Don't be sad. Human King is still here. In the future, Human King will take good care of you, give you delicious food, sleep in every day. Chief Steward, I will help you remove the imprisonment. Don't blame me. Meow. Cat seemed to sober up a little, looking at Tian Chun with red eyes. Suddenly, tears fell again, unable to extricate itself from the sadness, meowing sorrowfully. Captain, where are you going? Tian Chun stroked Cat's head and smiled. I have studied this imprisonment for many years. Master and I are of the same origin. Only Master and I can remove it. But I'm not as strong as Master, so this is all I can do. Cat, don't be sad. This is my atonement. Back then, maybe I shouldn't have raised you. Shouldn't have brought you back to the three realms. Tian Chun sighed. Maybe it is better for you to continue living in the source, without wisdom, without feelings. Back then, Master wanted to leave you in the source land. I saw that you transformed into a cat. Very cute. So I persuaded Master to bring you back to the three realms. You have wisdom, you have friends, you have family, and you have feelings for others. It is my fault. Tian Chun felt that he had done wrong. He should not have persuaded Celestial Emperor to bring Cat back to the three realms, letting this cat have feelings and sadness. As he spoke and laughed, Tian Chun stroked Cat again and again. the ropes on its body breaking one by one. Tian Chen's figure became a little illusory, turning his head to look at Fong Ping, whose aura was getting stronger and stronger, smiling. "Human King, can I ask you for a favor?" Fong Ping looked at him, not waiting for him to speak, saying in a low voice, "Sure. No, I want to say it. I want everyone to hear it. I want Human King to really not do it." Tian Chen said bitterly, "Cat absorbs the filth of the source land. If it dies, the source land will be in chaos. But I still hope that Human King will not kill it. It is just a cat. Human King can kill Celestial Emperor. There is no need to use this cat as a sacrifice. Also, the source land of Human King will have flaws sooner or later. You can let cat absorb the filth, but I hope Human King will not be like today's Celestial Emperor, become the next person to slaughter the cat." Fong Ping said lightly, "I won't. Remember, I am Human King. I said I won't. And this cat, it is my friend. Friend." He knew that if cat died, the source land would be in chaos. But he had never thought of killing the cat. Tian Chen laughed. "I believe Human King. I really think of it as a friend. It is very simple. It only knows how to trust everyone. This stupid cat is too stupid, so stupid that it believes everyone." Meow. There was a hint of coquettishness in its sadness. Cat's bloody claws scratched Tian Chen. It was not stupid. Tian Chen laughed heartily and stroked Song Mao. "Live well. Remember, live well. Song Mao, I'll take my leave first." Without looking at Celestial Emperor, Tian Chen disappeared. "Meow," Cat cried again. At this moment, Fong Ping walked to Cat, gently lifted the cat, put it on his shoulder, and said with a smile, "Don't cry. Help me absorb some of the filth. I will kill Celestial Emperor. Avenge you. Avenge the three realms." Fong Ping turned his head to look at Celestial Emperor. Celestial Emperor also looked at Fong Ping after sending suppressing Heavenly King flying with a punch. At this moment, Celestial Emperor was surrounded by a bloody mist, like a demon, his eyes blood red, looking at Fong Ping with a ferocious expression. "Fong Ping, I told you, you are very like me. Even if you kill me today, you are destined to become my substitute, the second Celestial Emperor." "No, I won't be you." Fong Ping looked at him and said with a smile, "I will not be Celestial Emperor. Never, never. You don't understand because 30,000 years ago, you were no longer human. How can you understand human?" Fong Ping walked towards Celestial Emperor step by step. Behind him, wherever he passed, heaven and earth collapsed. The source collapsed. Celestial Emperor laughed. "You can't kill me. You can't kill me. Even without the seed, you can't kill me. My source, the source of all Taos. Do you know how many people have cultivated the Tao of origin? If I die, the source will collapse. They will all die. Wang Jinyang and the others behind you. Everyone around you, Zhun, Heavenly Dog, Dragon Transformation, they will all die. Even if they get rid of the source, it is useless. They are too strong. So strong that if the source collapses, there will be no Tao of origin between heaven and earth. Their Taos will collapse. They will die. True Tao or false Tao, there's still the source. If the source is destroyed, they will all die." "Fong Ping, do you still want to kill me?" Fong Ping looked at him, not saying a word. Celestial Emperor laughed and said, "You don't dare. You can't either." "Fong Ping, a long time ago, I thought that there might be such a day sooner or later. So I am afraid of death, so I don't want to die. You can't kill me. Kill me. Everyone will be finished together in this three realms. Even if you survive in the end, what can you do? Is this what you want to see? Is this what King Wu wants to see? You don't want to. King Wu doesn't want to either." Celestial Emperor laughed. "I won't die. Even if I am suppressed, I won't die. Fong Ping won't dare to kill me." At this moment, Heavenly King Zhun and the others all erupted their vitality. Heavenly King Zhun looked at Fong Ping and said with a smile, "After sacrificing so much, how can we let this bastard live? Fong Ping, kill him. Kill him." Everyone roared. Everyone in the three realms was roaring. "Kill him." Even if the three realms were to be destroyed, they had to kill this bastard. Kill this bastard. If Celestial Emperor did not die, How could they explain it to those heroic spirits? Celestial Emperor laughed and said, "No, Fong Ping won't kill me, right? You can suppress me for thousands of years. I know that you are very strong now. I am not your match. My source land is broken. I am imprisoned by those three bastards. You can kill me, but you won't do that, will you? You won't." Celestial Emperor laughed. "Kill me? How many people in the three realms have cultivated the origin Tao? Even if many died today, what about the others? They will all die. Fong Ping can't protect them." At this moment, Fong Ping's eyes were red. He wanted to kill Celestial Emperor, but Fong Ping's hands were trembling. He wanted to kill Celestial Emperor, but what about those people? But what about the rest of them? He was not willing to just suppress Celestial Emperor. Fong Ping threw a punch. With a rumble, Celestial Emperor was directly punched through by Fong Ping. But Celestial Emperor still laughed crazily. "You can't kill me. If you kill me, they will all die." "Huh? Fong Ping, I want the three realms to die with me." Celestial Emperor laughed out loud, laughing crazily. "I lost, but I will not die." Just as Fong Ping was going crazy, someone suddenly jumped out, laughing loudly. "The protagonist is here." Fong Ping was stunned. On the other side, Qin Fengqing, who had been doing nothing, suddenly jumped out, laughing loudly. "Mother Kerr, I said that I am the protagonist, but no one believed me. Now, do you believe me?" "Fong Ping, killing him is very difficult, right?" "It's okay. I have a way." Qin Fengqing laughed wildly. "I am not someone to be trifled with. Qin Fengqing, the most awesome guy in the human race. I have surrendered to the seeds. Being a grandson for so long is not a joke." Qin Fengqing laughed loudly, laughing, and said embarrassedly, "Of course, you are the executioner. I am the strategist. Didn't Celestial Emperor use the three realms to threaten you? How simple. Use your source land, devour the three realms." Qin Fengqing quickly recovered his smile. "Listen carefully. It is the three realms, not the source land. Devour the three realms directly. Then it is okay to kill him. Your source land can replace his source land. And after devouring the three realms, you..." As Qin Fengqing said that, he suddenly began to lose control of his strength. His flesh was collapsing. But he did not care, scolding, "Idiot seeds! Forcing me to be a grandson. I am more like its father. Why don't you see, if I don't give enough benefits, will I be a grandson? Do you think I will just accept being an emperor breaker? Bullsh asterisk T. Who are you trying to fool with this little benefit?" Qin Fengqing chuckled and said, "Fong Ping, I'm awesome. I've served seeds so well that I almost washed its butt. It trusts me very much. Of course, your grandpa Qin is still smart. I can fool people. Not to mention, after learning from you for a few years, I am still an expert at fooling people. That idiot seeds is not even a human. It is easy to fool it. You devoured the three realms. Your source land can't support it. It lacks an energy source. You have to turn the seeds into a perpetual motion machine. Don't be afraid. It's fine. Just do it." Qin Fengqing laughed and said, "That idiot seeds has intelligence. It is hard to destroy intelligence, but I have been in contact with it for a period of time, fooled it a few times, guessing you can test it yourself. My guess, once it is isolated, it will also lose its intelligence." "What do you mean isolated? Didn't it create its own inner world? Didn't you say you came from there? Think about it. Isn't it similar to here? And the projection of your source land, isn't it similar to here too?" Qin Fengqing laughed and said, "I am afraid the seeds need to maintain a world to maintain the existence of intelligence. Actually, even if the human race is really destroyed, I guess the seeds might not necessarily become a dead thing. This fellow is the most sinister in the three realms. It deliberately made everyone think that if the three realms are destroyed, it will be finished. In reality, it is definitely not. You devour the three realms first. You can enter the inside of the seeds, then devour the world inside. Let heaven and earth truly become one. Only after devouring them all, the three realms will truly become one. At that time, this fellow might not have intelligence anymore. Maybe not necessarily. You might have to die first. Qin Fengqing's strength exploded his flesh. Blood and flesh splattered everywhere. Yet he looked disgusted. This idiot. Does he really think that he can do whatever he wants just because he is strong? He's the same as you, Fong Ping, all brawn and no brains. He doesn't know how to use his brain. He can't kill me immediately. Really, what an idiot. He has intelligence, but his IQ is not enough. A seed is a seed. Does he really think of himself as a human? Qin Fengqing scolded for a while, then said, "Anyway, you can try it. Devour the 3 realms first." The seeds are not in the 3 realms now. After devouring the 3 realms, slaying the Celestial Emperor, then looking for the seeds, enter its interior, devour that world, and truly merge the 3 realms. As for how to deal with the seeds in the end, I don't know. No, you can try to self-destruct. If you die, so be it. I guess you don't have to self-destruct. You can try hiding in your brain. Let the cat. Yes, the cat go and devour the seeds. Cats are not considered creatures of the 3 realms. You did not raise this cat for nothing. Take good care of it. Fong Ping, your grandpa Qin, did not become a human for nothing. Ha! Qin Fengqing laughed crazily. I am the real protagonist. It's a pity. Fong Ping, this bastard, took my life as the protagonist. Motherf asterisk her. There's no justice in this world. Accompanied by this wild and boundless laughter, Qin Fengqing flew madly toward the depths of the universe. See, come call me Daddy. Daddy is not dead yet. Aren't you awesome? Ha! Boom! Heaven and earth shook once again. Qin Fengqing, the human race's invincible powerhouse, died. Tears could no longer flow. Fong Ping looked at the Celestial Emperor and laughed. P.S. Tomorrow is the last day. I will finish tomorrow. I can't write any more today. Chapter 1484. At this moment, the Heavenly Emperor was feeling a little uneasy. Qin Fengqing was dead. He didn't attack anyone. He was killed by the power controlled by the seed. But before he died, he revealed some of his guesses. Yes, it was just a guess, he wasn't sure. However, this was merely a guess, yet it had caused the seed to kill him. From this, it could be seen that this guess was not groundless. Fong Ping, Celestial Emperor, was shrouded in a bloody mist. He looked at Fong Ping and said angrily, "You believe him? If you devour the 3 realms, the 3 realms will be completely destroyed. Do you know that doing this will harm everyone? At that time, you will be the one who will destroy the 3 realms." The Celestial Arch roared angrily. Qin Fengqing is just guessing. Do you dare to believe it? Fong Ping smiled brightly. I believe in him. He believed in Qin Fengqing. This fellow was unruly, arrogant, savage, and shameless, but he had a bottom line. He was also a human. He had risked his life for this information. Fong Ping trusted him. Fong Ping was laughing so hard that tears were flowing out. I believe him, even if he guessed wrongly. Then today, I, Fong Ping, will be the one to destroy the world. Let all living beings in the 3 realms follow me. Celestial Arch, I'll send you off. Boom! Fong Ping's speed was boundless. In the blink of an eye, he appeared behind Celestial Emperor and blasted a punch. Celestial Emperor turned around to block, but his speed was much slower. The God Emperor and the other two's confinement was not for nothing. The 3 powerhouses used their lives to imprison the Celestial Arch for a moment, and the Celestial Thearch's combat strength was greatly reduced. The Divine Emperor said that he would blow your head off. You won't die so easily, right? Boom! Celestial Emperor roared and retreated hastily, but half of his head was blown up by Fong Ping. How I wish I could slice you into 1,000 pieces. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that you won't die quickly enough, and the living beings of the 3 dimensions won't be able to rest in peace. Boom! Punch after punch, the Celestial Arch roared and roared as he fought back. Fong Ping, don't force me. The Sky the Arch roared. If I die, the origin will collapse, and all life in the 3 realms will die. Fong Ping's expression was as cold as frost. He threw another punch, and Celestial Emperor's head exploded again. "You're willing to self-destruct?" Fong Ping was like a devil, tempting him. "If Qin Fengqin guessed wrongly and I devoured the three realms, I might explode. When that time comes, you can still live on and become the only overlord. If you self-detonate now, you'll lose everything, including your life." "Heavenly Emperor, are you willing to do that? Why don't we bet on whether what Qin Fengqin said is true or not?" Fong Ping smiled sinisterly. "Aren't you going to take a gamble? If you win, the three realms will be yours." Fong Ping grinned. "Celestial Emperor, why don't we have a bet?" The Celestial Thearch's face darkened. Take a gamble? He did not dare to gamble. What Qin Fengqin said might very well be true, and he had actually considered the plan of invading the three realms. But because the flaw in the source had not been resolved, he had given up on it. Gamble? How to bet? He could very well die. At the thought of death, the Celestial Thearch felt some fear. He was afraid of death, not afraid of death. 30,000 years ago, he would not have cooperated with the Seed and chose to kill all the experts in the three realms. "Fong Ping, don't force me." The Celestial Thearch roared again. "If I detonate the origin land, they will all die. Are you going to watch them die?" Rumble. The Celestial Thearch's vitality surged, and he kept fighting with Fong Ping. His physical body began to collapse. He was not Fong Ping. At this moment, Fong Ping might have reached another boundary. This was the boundary he had been looking forward to. The boundary after the recovery of the source, perfection, and perfection. At this time, even if he was at his peak, he might not be able to match Fong Ping. Not to mention now. The current him was even more unable to match Fong Ping, Dong Wang, and the other two powerhouses. The confinement that they cast with their lives was so powerful. "Fong Ping, kill him." Heavenly King Jin growled. "Kill the Celestial Thearch." Self-destruct? Would the Celestial Thearch dare? Even if he dared, he would use their deaths today to exchange for the Celestial Thearch's death. It was worth it. "Kill him." Old Wang and the other two roared. "Kill him." The seriously injured Tengu and Dragon Form roared. "Kill him." All beings in the three realms shouted angrily and roared, shaking the three realms. "Kill the Celestial Thearch." Because of him, the three realms had been in turmoil for 30,000 years, and how many people had died? The myriad Tao's struggle, the heavenly realms' upheaval, and the current battle of the three realms. Too many people had died in the three realms in the past 30,000 years. All of this was because of the Celestial Thearch and the Seed. The origin Tao was originally a good thing, but in the end, it had become their blade. Countless souls had died under the blade. If they did not kill the Celestial Thearch today, who would be satisfied? Fong Ping was an executioner, and the Celestial Thearch was even more so. At this moment, Fong Ping's brain nucleus flew out, becoming bigger, bigger, and bigger. So big that it was boundless. Soon, it surpassed the first source. Soon, it covered the sky and the sun, like a bright sun, illuminating the three realms. The brain nucleus was still expanding, still covering the three realms. Fong Ping wanted to devour the three realms. Celestial Thearch suddenly roared, "You can't. The source is flawed, the three realms is flawed, and misery is the flaw. If you do this, your source will collapse sooner or later." Fong Ping devoured the three realms. That meant that he had even devoured the three realms' flaws. He would be the same. At this moment, on Fong Ping's body, a cat meowed happily. Meow! It was full of joy. The fat cat, whose body was covered in scars, was extremely happy at this moment. It swayed its bald tail and suddenly flew away. Meow! The cat flew higher and higher, getting bigger and bigger. There was a hint of joy in its voice. "Liar! Remember to catch the seed and let me out." "Cat!" Celestial Thearch roared. Roaring, "Will he let you out? You stupid cat. You actually took the initiative to help him suppress the source. You are a creature born in this Emperor's source, not his." Celestial Thearch was furious. This cat actually chose to take the initiative to help Fong Ping suppress the source, suppress the three realms. This was impossible. It should not be. The gray cat was a creature born in its source land, not Fong Ping's. Now, the gray cat had actually chosen to help Fong Ping suppress the source land. It understood that if Fong Ping did not let it out, it would suppress the source land forever, turning it into a place where the source land's filth gathered. Was this cat crazy? I'm willing. The cat wagged its tail. At this moment, it had also become boundless. The cat's tear-stained face revealed a smile, beaming with joy. I want to help him suppress the source. I won't help you. I'll piss you off. Piss you off. It hated Celestial the Arch. He killed Big Fatty, killed the chief, killed many, many people, many of whom it liked. It was so angry. It was so angry. It even wanted to self-destruct and blow up the Black Swamp, destroy this source, and let Celestial the Arch die immediately. But the liar was still alive. It was waiting for the liar to avenge it. Sure enough, the liar was the most powerful and omnipotent. He was really going to win. However, to devour the three realms, he would also have to devour the filth. These things would attack Fong Ping and Fong Ping's source. Devouring the three realms was a risky move. Once it was attacked, it might cause Fong Ping's source to collapse. Hence, the cat made a decision. It wanted to help the liar suppress the source and become a real trash can cat. Fong Ping looked at the cat that was getting bigger and bigger. He laughed and said loudly, "Go suppress for a while and sleep. Once you wake up, you can eat the seed." Meow. I'm eating the seed. The cat was in a good mood. Eating the seed was blissful. It believed Fong Ping. It really believed it. In the past, it said that it wanted to eat Emperor fish meat. Although it did not eat it, it ate Emperor dragon meat. In the past, it said that it wanted to drink Emperor beverages. The Dao tree was also considered Emperor beverages. The liar said that it would eat delicious food and drink delicious drinks in the future. Now, it wanted to eat silkworm babies. It believed that the liar could do it. Hence, the cat did not hesitate at all, happily flying toward the gigantic brain nucleus. It was going to suppress the origin land and sleep. When it woke up, it would come to eat the seeds. Celestial Thearch's expression changed drastically. At this moment, there was no more hesitation. With a sudden roar, the first origin rumbled and began to move, flying toward Fong Ping's brain nucleus. He did not believe that the newly established second source would be more stable than his first source. He wanted to fight back. He was not willing to be devoured just like that. He was also not willing to self-destruct just like that. He was not willing. Rumble. The gigantic source flew toward the brain nucleus with a fiery glow, crashing into it. At this moment, a door suddenly opened in the brain nucleus. Or rather, it was not a door, but it was half opened, turning into a semicircle, and began to envelop the entire three realms. Fong Ping's voice also spread throughout the three realms. I believe, Qin Fengqing, I believe that devouring the three realms is the only way to kill Celestial Emperor. I believe that everyone will survive, but this is only what I believe. I'm not sure if you will believe it, but today I don't want to ask for your opinions. I want to be selfish for once. I want to devour the three realms. If the three realms are destroyed, I, Fong Ping, will completely destroy the three realms after killing Celestial Emperor and the seed, including me. If I succeed, everyone can continue to live. Fong Ping's voice spread in all directions, shaking the surroundings. Today, I want to be a real Devil King. The Devil King that devoured the three realms. No one could guarantee that after devouring the three realms, these people could still survive, and the three realms could still survive. But today, Fong Ping wanted to be selfish for once and gamble with the three realms. The human world. Everyone listened attentively. In the next moment, someone roared, "The human king is invincible. We would rather die standing than live kneeling. Kill this beast and avenge King Wu. Avenge all the heroes who died in battle." Today, although these weaklings could not participate in the great battle, everyone's heart was for the powerhouses. Hundreds of thousands of powerhouses died in battle. King Wu fell. Everyone was also devastated. At this moment, someone roared, "Kill him. Our fate is in our own hands. Whether we live or die, we decide it ourselves. Instead of being trapped by this beast, human king, kill him. Rather than letting celestial emperor control their fate, it was better to let Fong Ping gamble. Fong Ping was a human king. What was celestial emperor? He was a real devil. The human king is invincible. The human king is invincible. The human king is invincible. The roar shook heaven and earth, engulfing one city after another. Billions of people roared. Selfish? Was the human king selfish? No. They had all agreed. Today, they would take back their fate that was controlled by celestial emperor. They would decide whether they lived or died. Devouring the three realms. Life and death depended on the human king and Qin Fengqing. In the source land, Fong Ping smiled. He did not care about the beginner martial artists, the people from the catacombs, or the demons. In his eyes, there were only humans in the three realms. Regardless of whether or not the entire human race had no objections, he had heard their voices. Fong Ping laughed heartily. This was neo-martial. This was the neo-martial that King Wu and the others had protected for decades. This was the deformed product that suppressing Heavenly King and the others had managed for thousands of years. Neo-martial. Yes, deformed. Neo-martial was deformed. Generations of management, generations of predecessors' hard work had caused neo-martial to become somewhat deformed. There was very little evil in human nature, so little that it was covered and suppressed by righteousness. There might be evil, but there was more good. There were external threats, but no internal worries. Working together, fighting the catacombs, fighting the emperors, fighting celestial emperor, fighting the three realms. Was this kind of neo-martial worth protecting? It was too worth it. I'm honored. Fong Ping laughed, his voice loud. I'm really honored. I was born in neo-martial. This cute era, it was simply too cute. He had been worried. He was worried that he would be discovered by others, that he would be skinned, that his system's secrets would be dug out, and that he would be used as a lab rat. However, a long time ago, his abnormality had actually been discovered by others. Teacher Lu Fengru was protecting him. His partner Wang Jinyang was protecting him. Teacher Li Changsheng was protecting him. Very soon, MCMU was protecting him. Then, the entire Sino nation was protecting him. King Wu was protecting him. So was suppressing Heavenly King. They knew that he was abnormal. They knew that he had a secret. They might be curious, they might be doubtful, they might be tempted, but in the end, they chose to protect Fong Ping. They did not expose him, and they did not think about the treasures that might make them stronger. They silently protected this secret that everyone knew. Everyone knew this secret. However, this secret was still a secret. No one dug it out, no one inquired about it. Maybe there were people who were tempted in the dark, but Fong Ping almost never met them. Maybe King Wu and the others had put in a lot of effort in the dark. Fong Ping did not ask, but he knew that there must have been. There must have been those who had designs on him, but in the end, they were quietly cleaned up by King Wu and the others. For a period of time, Old Man Li had been following him, disappearing a few times. Fong Ping had a guess. He did not ask, but he guessed that it might be to clean up those who had designs on him. Therefore, it was such an honor to be born in this era. Today, everyone was united, shouting, King of Man. It made Fong Ping's blood boil. I love this era so much. I love this era so much. Without these people, where would there be King Wu and King of Man? Neo-martial humans are invincible. Fong Ping's laughter shook the heavens. Then, everyone, let's witness a new era together. Neo-martial, live forever. Rumble. The gigantic brain nucleus quickly began to engulf the entire three realms, including the three continents, including the boundless forbidden sea, including the stars in the sky, including Celestial Emperor's birthplace. Engulfed the three realms. Celestial Emperor controlled the birthplace and crashed it toward the brain nucleus. Fong Ping did not care about this. He quickly moved forward, bombarding Celestial Emperor with punch after punch. This punch, King Wu. This punch, Warlord. This punch, Scholarly, Punch after punch, Celestial Emperor kept bleeding. Fong Ping kept bombarding him, again and again, smashing his flesh. Very soon, Celestial Emperor recovered. He ignored Fong Ping and continued to control the birthplace to crash. He did not want to self-destruct. He did not want to die. At this moment, Fong Ping had not finished conquering the three realms. He would not kill him. At this moment, he would not resign himself to fate and commit suicide. He felt that he still had a chance. Again and again, punch after punch, he blew up the Celestial Emperor again and again. The entire sky was dyed red. At this moment, the three realms was revealed in its entirety. This was an incomparably huge circular continent. It was surrounded by the sea. For the first time, Fong Ping saw the edge of the sea. It was darkness, boundless darkness, as if there was a thin membrane. The big bowl was turned upside down, forming the three realms. It was surrounded by seawater. In the center of the sea was the three continents that had merged into one. At this moment, the brain nucleus engulfed the three realms, and the sea began to be engulfed. In the brain nucleus, a cat, huge and boundless, opened its mouth and began to swallow the bitter sea. Meow, so much water. It tastes terrible. It's not as good as the Emperor beverage. Liar, I'm awake. I want to eat a lot of delicious food. Fong Ping smashed Celestial Emperor's head with a punch and laughed loudly. Good. I want 100. No, 1,000 trucks of cat food. Good. I want a gigantic cat palace. Good. I want a chef. Old man Jun is not dead yet. He wants to be my chef. Good. Fong Ping laughed loudly. Beside him, Heavenly King Jun smiled bitterly. I want to be a chef? This cat was really inflated. However, this cat was indeed inflated now. It was so big that it was boundless. It wanted to swallow the entire bitter sea. One could imagine how big this cat was at this moment. Seeing that Fong Ping agreed readily, the gigantic cat's eyes, which were comparable to the size of the sun, blinked. Soon, it said happily, I still want Old Man Yang God to be the cat guardian captain. Fong Ping looked at the cat and smiled. Soon, he nodded and said, Good. Ah, that works too? The cat was stunned. The liar did not lie to him, right? Old Man Yang God. How powerful. Could he really be captured to be the cat guardian captain? Then you still want little chubby face to be a cat wife. I'll hammer you to death. Fong Ping's face darkened. The three realms were instantly covered in laughter. They were all laughing. The human world was laughing, the catacombs was laughing, and Chu Wu was also laughing. This cat was really crazy. It was boundlessly inflated. It actually wanted King Human's sister to be its cat wife. This cat was so inflated. The cat was embarrassed. It continued to open its mouth wide and swallow the bitter sea. Meanwhile, Fong Ping, at this moment, pinched Celestial Emperor's head and blasted it with another punch. Celestial Emperor did not utter a word and continued to recover. Fong Ping dared not kill him. He wanted to break through the second origin. Rumble. A loud bang. The first origin hit. The brain nucleus, trembling violently. However, in the next moment, the brain nucleus began to swallow the origin. Celestial Emperor's expression was ferocious. Swallow me? Impossible. The origin shook violently, shaking the brain nucleus to the point where it could not swallow at all. Not only that, Celestial Emperor roared ferociously. His origin also opened its mouth and covered the brain nucleus. He wanted to devour Fong Ping's brain nucleus. This was dangerous, but also an opportunity. As long as he succeeded, the harvest this time would be greater than he had expected. He would become the true master of the three realms. Rumble. The two major origins began to collide and began to swallow each other. Although Celestial Emperor was controlled by Fong Ping, his origin was indeed very stable. This was an origin that had been born for 30,000 years. How long had Fong Ping's origin been born? The two major origins devoured each other. For a moment, they were actually neck and neck. Fong Ping's expression was solemn. He was stronger than Celestial Emperor, but he did not dare to kill Celestial Emperor at this moment. If he did not kill Celestial Emperor, he could only swallow. If he failed, he would instead help Celestial Emperor. I can win, Fong Ping growled in his heart. He believed that he could win. He definitely could, because he was carrying too many expectations. Heavenly King Jin looked for a while and understood a little. He smiled and said, "We are governed by the origin. We are strong, the origin is also strong, and it increases the strength of Celestial Emperor." Their combat strength actually relied on the Tao of the origin brought by the origin. Even if the Tao fruit had been transferred, the source of power was still the origin. This was also the reason why Celestial Emperor was so sure that Fong Ping would not dare to kill him. The heaven-suppressing Heavenly King looked at the two equally matched origins, laughed, and looked at Fong Ping. Fong Ping saw the heaven-suppressing Heavenly King's beaming face, frowned, and said, "Too many people have died today. I don't want people to die again at this last moment. I, Fong Ping, will not call anyone Godfather. If you want to self-destruct your Tao and perish together with this beast, Celestial Emperor, I won't agree. I can win." Fong Ping strangled Celestial Emperor. Celestial Emperor chuckled until tears were about to come out. He said ferociously, "You can win? I'll see how you win. If you want to kill me, if you want to swallow me, it won't be that easy." Heavenly King Jun and the other powerhouses were the cornerstones of his origin. Now, these people provided a lot of help to his origin. If the stalemate continued, it would be hard to say who would be able to swallow who. "Even if I lose, these guys don't think that it will be easy." Celestial Emperor's laughter was sharp. Heavenly King Jin and the others were very strong. It was good that they were so strong. Instead, they helped him to support the origin. Heavenly King Jin laughed and looked at Fong Ping. "He's very confident. I like to break this guy's confidence. Kid, I don't want to die, and I don't have the intention to die. I just don't like him. I'll keep a wisp of mentality and try. If you win, learn from Spirit Emperor and find a way to resurrect me. As for power, I'll give it up." Heavenly King Jin laughed. "Powerful power can't bring you any help at this moment. It's only difficult. Then I'll give up this power. Let's try." As he said that, his power began to overflow. His Tao fruit appeared. After a while, Heavenly King Jin suddenly laughed. "I almost forgot an old fart. Celestial, if you don't want to be completely destroyed, come over obediently and give up your power with me. Maybe, if Fong Ping is in a good mood, he can still resurrect you." In the three realms, a figure appeared. Emperor, she looked bitter and said helplessly, "What? I don't even have a sense of existence anymore. Why do you still think of me? Really? You guys fight. Can't I just watch the show?" This bastard Jun actually remembered him. He even wanted to force him to give up his power and leave a wisp of mentality. Who knew if this wisp of mentality could survive when the Tao fruit collapsed? Even if it could, would Fong Ping resurrect him? He was not Fong Ping's father. Unfortunately, he had no choice. Celestial Emperor had been blown up by Fong Ping countless times. If he did not give up his power, he would not even be able to keep a wisp of mentality. "King Human, you must remember to resurrect me." Emperor, she looked sad. "If you win, I, Celestial, will also make a great contribution." As he said that, he turned to look at Celestial Pole, who had a look of sympathy on his face. He slapped Celestial Pole until he was dizzy. "You unfilial son, your father might die. You bastard, if you're still alive, remember to find King Human. I'm afraid he'll forget your father. If that happens, your father will be in trouble." Celestial Pole looked helpless and said bitterly, "After devouring the three realms, your son might die first. Let's talk about it when I'm alive. If I die, you're my father. If you die first, you'll also benefit. You'll live tens of thousands of years longer than me." Emperor, she thought about it and felt that it made sense. He suddenly smiled. "That's right, you bastard. You still can't outlive me." Celestial Pole secretly cursed. "I'm a bastard. Who are you? Grandpa Turtle?" This old guy really had no brains. Celestial Emperor roared again. "You idiots. You're all emperors. How can you live if you give up your power? Your mentality will definitely collapse. You'll definitely die. You might as well join forces with me." As long as we devour Fong Ping's origin, the three realms will be ours. These idiots, they actually believed Fong Ping. Emperor, she was an idiot. He did not even resist and was willing to give up his power. Was he an idiot? If he stood on his side and won, Emperor, she would also be stronger. Emperor, she glanced at Celestial Emperor and said speechlessly, "Look at you. Do you look like you can win? I'd better take the initiative to disperse my power and try. Maybe I can still recover. If I follow you, I'm afraid I'll die even more miserably." After saying that, both of them began to disperse their power. On the other side, Old Wang and the other two also laughed. At this moment, a great path appeared. The three of them became one again. They extracted the power from Celestial Emperor's origin and transferred it to Fong Ping's origin. Celestial Emperor struggled violently. The origin trembled and the great path trembled. Cracks appeared one after another. Old Wang and the other two laughed happily. They finally had some use. They extracted Celestial Emperor's power and provided it to Fong Ping. In this way, Fong Ping became stronger and stronger, and Celestial Emperor became weaker and weaker. This was their use. The three-headed, six-armed freak, Iron Head's head popped out. He looked at Old Yao on the right and asked curiously, "Old Yao, previously Celestial Extermination Emperor said that we might meet again in the future. This is the last time. Say, now that Fong Ping is about to win, will we not be able to see each other anymore?" Old Yao could not be bothered with him. Jinx, it might not be a good thing to see him. Old Wang also slapped Ironhead's head. It was best not to see him. At this time, they were about to win. If they really met, it would not be a good thing. Ironhead was embarrassed. "Why did you hit me?" "I was just repeating Celestial Extermination Emperor's words. I should have hit Old Yao." Rumble. As the two powerhouses dissipated their cultivation, the origin trembled again. Cracks appeared again. The brain nucleus began to rapidly devour the origin. Celestial Emperor's face showed despair. Having lost the support of two top powerhouses, his origin was finally no longer Fong Ping. "I've lost," yes, he had lost. He finally realized that he had completely lost. How did he lose? Celestial Emperor was a little confused. He had too many trump cards. Powerful strength, the seed's passage, the immortal origin that was about to mature, the seed that trapped the sun god. How did he lose? He lost because Spirit Emperor betrayed him and cut off his life passage. He lost because King Wu and the others went crazy and cut off their paths one after another, destroying the immortal origin. He lost because Heavenly King Zhun and Emperor Shi frantically dissipated their cultivation. He lost because Emperor God and the others would rather die than let him die. A thought slowly rose in Celestial Emperor's heart. All of this was actually the human heart. He had lost the human heart. It was not Fong Ping who won against him. It was the powerhouses from all over the three realms who joined forces against him and finally won against him. Celestial Emperor smiled sadly. The human heart? In the past, he also seemed to care about the human heart. However, when the tribe was destroyed and those who survived scolded him for leaving, he felt that the human heart was useless. Therefore, he did not care about the human heart. But in the end, he had lost to the human heart. How ridiculous! "I've lost," Celestial Emperor murmured. Looking at the brain nucleus beginning to devour his origin, Celestial Emperor laughed. "But I still can't accept it. I can't accept it." At this moment, the origin began to burst into light. Resplendent light. Celestial Emperor smiled at Fong Ping, who was pinching his neck, smiled and said, "I can't accept it, and I can't accept it. Didn't I lose to you? Fong Ping, you don't think about it. He wanted to explode this origin, make Fong Ping feel so much pain that he would rather die. He was not willing to fail just like this. Even if he failed, he wanted to fail with Fong Ping. The human heart. What was the human heart? He, Celestial Emperor, did not care. Fong Ping's face was gloomy as he looked at Celestial Emperor. Clearly, Celestial Emperor no longer had any illusions. He wanted to self-destruct. Fong Ping frantically unleashed his vitality, suppressing him, but he could not suppress the self-destruction of the origin. And at this moment, A domineering voice was heard. This emperor is the real celestial emperor. At this moment, a dog straightened its battered body and opened its mouth wide. This emperor has long wanted to taste the origin. Fong Ping, I'm the real protagonist. What King Wu, what Qin Fengqing are nothing. Celestial dog's mouth opened wide, incomparably huge, devouring divine technique. Celestial dog's eyes lit up. Let me try devouring this origin. I've had this idea since I was young, but I couldn't do it. Today I'll try. I'll devour this origin. Shove me into the dumb cat's cat world, dumb cat. I'm coming for you. Huh? The dog's mouth opened infinitely, and a powerful devouring force came out, devouring heaven and earth. This was Celestial Dog. Celestial Emperor? I'm the real one. Celestial Dog roared. Who said this Celestial Emperor was real? Everyone was scolding Celestial Emperor. Why didn't they think that they were Celestial Emperor too? Today, the real Celestial Emperor devoured the fake Celestial Emperor. I'll let all of you know who's real and who's fake. Did they think that I, Celestial Dog, was a pushover? Rumble. The huge dog's mouth swallowed the burning origin into its mouth. Celestial Dog's flesh began to explode, but its head was still there, and the dog's mouth was still there. It swallowed these things as if they did not exist in its body. Rumble. A loud noise was heard. Celestial Emperor was suppressed by Fong Ping. He could only watch helplessly as this dog devoured his origin. Devouring bit by bit, very soon, a large piece of the origin was devoured. In the blink of an eye, the origin disappeared. In the air, there was only a dog's head. Celestial Dog's eyes lit up. With a contemptuous smile, it laughed and said, "This emperor is the Celestial Emperor. Dumb cat, open your mouth. This emperor is coming for you." In the brain, the old cat opened its mouth wide. Under Celestial Emperor's furious gaze, Celestial Dog swallowed the origin. With a rumble, it crashed into the old cat's mouth, vanishing completely from this world. Fong Ping knew where it was. It had swallowed the origin and crashed into that black swamp. At this moment, in the black swamp, there was an additional dog head, but it kept exploding. At this moment, the black swamp had already enlarged infinitely, constantly devouring this dog head. The old cat also began to close its eyes, as if it was going to fall into a deep sleep. Fong Ping was no longer sad. He looked at Celestial Emperor. This time, he really smiled. Celestial Emperor, too, smiled with some despair. In the end, he died at the hands of his own people. Spirit Emperor Tian Shun, the old cat, Celestial Dog. These people were considered his own people. Today, he did not lose to others, but to himself. Celestial Emperor, it's time for you to die. At this moment, the brain quickly devoured the entire 3 realms. Everyone in the 3 realms fell into darkness and fell into a deep sleep. The brain began to devour everything in a frenzy. As for Fong Ping, he no longer looked at all of this. Instead, he stared at Celestial Emperor. You deserve to die. Celestial Emperor was distressed. Very quickly, he recovered his smile. I will only be defeated by myself, and will only die by my own hands. No, you must die by my hands. Fong Ping pinched his head, crushing it inch by inch. Under Celestial Emperor's somewhat angry gaze, punch after punch, punch after punch, Fong Ping patiently broke all of his bones, smashed all of his flesh. A ball of fire appeared in his hand, burning everything. Celestial Emperor, I'll send you off. Fong Ping bared his teeth. Celestial Emperor sighed. I hope, after tens of thousands of years, you won't regret it. Fong Ping was sure that he would be the next Celestial Emperor. Rumble! An earth-shattering roar sounded. The 3 realms was completely dark. At this moment, the 3 realms was also eerily quiet. Enveloped by the brain, silently. Celestial Emperor had fallen. There was no earth-shattering movement. Fong Ping did not give him this chance because he was not worthy. Rumble! Although the loud roar resounded throughout the 3 realms, no one could hear it. Fong Ping looked silently at Celestial Emperor, who was completely burned, exhaling a long breath. I won. 9 heavens, Divine Emperor. Chapter 1485. I won. However, Fong Ping was not happy at all. The Celestial Emperor was dead. The source of power was swallowed by the Heavenly Hound and suppressed within the body of the Ash Cat. The source being devoured also caused the 3 realms quintessence Tao to be in turmoil and chaos. At this moment, the warriors who cultivated the quintessence Tao all felt their great Tao being shaken. Their Sanjiao gates were shattered, and some died immediately while others fell unconscious. The few emperors were even more miserable. The bodies of the dragon transformation and the god creation envoy had collapsed. Although they were still alive, their eyes were filled with confusion. Fong Ping's origin was still engulfing the entire 3 realms. The Azure Cat had fallen into a deep sleep. Within the enormous source, a cat stood between heaven and earth like a fossil. Black energy pervaded the air around its body. It was sleeping, suppressed the origin ground, willingly suppressed the origin ground. In the end, the cat chose to help Fong Ping suppress the source. It believed in Fong Ping. He was so innocent. Although he called him a liar, he had entrusted his life to Fong Ping. Old Wang and the other 2 transformed into a great path that extended out from the cat's mouth, connecting to the 3 realms. This was perhaps an important reason why the 3 realms source martial artists had not gone extinct. The first source was still connected to the 3 realms. The cat only suppressed the source of the explosion, but it also cut off the connection between the source and the 3 realms. Now, that path had become a passageway of life, a passageway that connected the 3 realms. Before this, Fong Ping had not expected the 3 of them to do this. Old Wang and the other 2 turned into great Daos. Heavenly Hound was suppressing the source in the Black Swamp. Song Mao was suppressing all the filth in the 3 realms, and Heavenly King suppression and Emperor West's remaining mentality was now in Fong Ping's hands. He looked around and surveyed the land. Fong Ping laughed. He laughed a little maniacally. There was no one left. The ordinary people had fallen into a deep slumber, and so were the martial artists. It was as if the 3 realms had been isolated, as well as their life auras. Seed. He saw that all living beings in the 3 realms were gradually falling into a deep sleep, including the god creation envoy and the dragon transformation. Obviously, it wasn't just because of the great Tao. The seed's aura has been isolated. He isolated the seed's aura, plunging the 3 realms into dead silence. He suddenly understood. The seed will not become a perpetual motion machine. The 3 realms will forever remain dormant. Seed, the origin of life. Now, Fong Ping had devoured the 3 realms, but he did not devour the seed. The seed was still outside. Without the seed, the origin of life in the 3 realms would disappear. Without the power of the seed and the power of life, although Fong Ping was powerful, he could not provide them. Then, the 3 realms would walk towards destruction sooner or later. At this moment, there were already some clues. The trees of the 3 realms were slowly withering. Some people also showed signs of their life force fading away. So clear. In the past, they couldn't sense it, but that was because the power of the seed was everywhere, overflowing and replenishing their life force. But now, with the seed isolated, the power of the seed no longer covering the 3 realms. All life in the 3 realms was on the verge of withering away. Fong Ping looked at the brain nucleus. When the brain nucleus had completely engulfed the 3 realms, Fong Ping kept the brain nucleus in his head. At this moment, Fong Ping was standing in the void. Endless void, endless darkness. Where are the seeds? The place he was in was a massive chaos. It was impossible to distinguish east from west, north from south. Looking around, there was no sign of life, no signs of human habitation. Fong Ping looked around. There was not a single person beside him who was talking. The 3 realms appeared in his mind. As for the 3 realms, it had already fallen into deathly silence. The seeds were isolated. He should be happy. But where were the seeds? If he could not find the seeds, the three realms would be destroyed sooner or later. Sun God. Fong Ping roared. Where was he? This was not the outcome he wanted to see. The seeds did not appear. The sun god was gone. The celestial emperor was dead. And the three realms had been engulfed by him. But what should he do now? He wanted to ask someone. He wanted to ask Heavenly King Garrison. He wanted to ask Martial King. What should he do? Where should he go to find the seeds? I have no sense of direction. Fong Ping looked like he was crying and laughing at the same time. I have no sense of direction. In this indistinguishable world, endless darkness and deathly silence, where should I go to find the seeds? Where is he? Where is the seed? Fong Ping stepped on the dark void, moving forward, searching and exploring. Where was he? The endless darkness seemed to want to engulf him. Where was he? Where was the seed? Where did the sun god go? Where did the seed go? Say something. Fong Ping roared, but it was still so dark and deathly silent. As he walked and searched, Fong Ping did not know how much he had searched. The dark void was boundless and always silent. There were no signs of life, no human voices. Only Fong Ping's increasingly rapid breathing could be heard. Life was passing away. It was not Fong Ping, but the life of the three realms was passing away. Many people had aged in their sleep. If this continued, the three realms would completely wither. The cat was getting darker and darker. Darkness enveloped the cat. Where was the seed? Fong Ping screamed again and again. Where was the sun god? Where were they? Fong Ping did not know how far he had walked, how long he had walked. It was always darkness, and the darkness was also engulfing Fong Ping. Should he stop looking? Should he continue looking? What was there to look for? At his powerful realm. Even if he did not look for the seed, his life force was also passing away, but his speed was very slow. He might still be able to live for 100,000 years, 1,000,000 years, or even forever. Fong Ping was slightly stunned. My life force was passing away very, very slowly. But there was no seed in his place of origin. Where was the source of his life force? Yes, I'm not from the three realms. I am actually also related to the seed, the inner world of the seed. At this moment, Fong Ping suddenly woke up. Yes, the others in the three realms were isolated from the seed, but he was not. He was not a creature of the three realms. Even if he was still related to the seed now. The seed is related to me. I can find the seed. If I follow the direction of the life force replenishment, I can find the seed. At this moment, Fong Ping understood instantly. Fong Ping suddenly laughed softly. A large amount of life force surged into his brain core, into the three realms, and Fong Ping aged rapidly. In the three realms, with Fong Ping's life force replenishment, the old people gradually regained their youth. As a large amount of life force passed away, Fong Ping felt a faint trace of life force replenishment. Fong Ping was overjoyed. He had finally found it. He followed the source of this life force, breaking through layers of heaven and earth. He did not know how big this dark void was, or how far it was. He only knew that he alone had a world in his mind. A very large world. At this moment, Fong Ping was thinking in his heart. In this world, were there countless people like him, carrying a world, looking for figures in this endless darkness? Or rather, were there countless seeds that had created one world after another in this boundless darkness? His imagination ran wild, and he kept releasing life force. Fong Ping gradually aged. He forgot the passage of time. Following the direction of life force replenishment, he kept searching, breaking the void. After an unknown amount of time, Fong Ping's eyes lit up. At this moment, Fong Ping wanted to cry. He found it. He found the figure. He found the light. He saw the ray of light in the darkness, like a huge silkworm, lying between heaven and earth. He saw the seed. Bastard. Fong Ping cursed angrily. Bastard. The seed and the sun god actually ran so far away. These two bastards, were they crazy? How far away did they run from the three realms? In the darkness, The seed was wrapping the sun god. The sun god stood on the seed and saw Fong Ping running from afar. The sun god watched Fong Ping go crazy, watched Fong Ping break down, watched Fong Ping curse angrily, his face full of confusion. After a while, when Fong Ping was done cursing and angry, the sun god asked with a surprised expression, "Are you okay?" He looked at Fong Ping in surprise. "You bastard. Why did you run around? You swallowed the 3 realms, and I called for you. Motherf asterisk Kerr. You were clearly 1 world away, but you ran so fast that you disappeared in the blink of an eye. I've been waiting for you here for 10 whole years, and I even thought that you were lost. But you still managed to find me. You're amazing." It was quiet. Fong Ping was completely quiet. He looked at the sun god in a daze. The sun god also looked at him in a daze. "You're really good. I thought you found the direction, but you were burning your own life to find the direction of the seed to replenish your life. You're really awesome. You went in a big circle, but you didn't lose it in the chaotic world. You even found it. Whoever says you have no sense of direction is an idiot. You're really good. Even I don't dare to wander in the chaotic world. You, on the other hand, wandered in this world of endless darkness for 10 years. The key is, Motherf asterisk Kerr, you're not lost. Who dares to say you have no sense of direction?" He really admired him. "Amazing, Fong Ping. You actually wandered in the chaotic universe for 10 years, and you're still not lost. If you're not amazing, who is?" At this moment, a human voice came from the seed, like a machine. "Fong Ping, you're very amazing. I thought that Celestial Emperor would definitely succeed. I didn't expect you to replace him and open up another source." There was not much emotion in the seed's voice, as if Celestial Emperor's failure was just a game. "You want to devour me?" The seed's voice paused slightly and continued. "Fong Ping, have you noticed?" Fong Ping frowned slightly, looking at the silkworm-like seed. With resentment, he gritted his teeth and said, "Noticed what? Haven't you noticed?" The seed seemed to have emotions, as if it was smiling. "You're looking for the seed, looking for me, wanting to devour me. But have you noticed? You're actually becoming a seed too." Fong Ping frowned. "You're very powerful now," the seed said slowly. "You're nurturing a world, the 3 realms. This is also the world that I nurtured in the past. Your life force is flowing away, replenishing the life force of the 3 realms, but you won't die. Sooner or later, you'll realize that when the people of the 3 realms die, their life force will continue to flow away and return to you. At that time, you'll understand what a seed is." The seed said calmly, "That's a kind of balance, a kind of cycle. The more life force the 3 realms has, the less you have. The less the 3 realms has, the more you have. And I am only seeking survival. In the past, I was ignorant and lost too much life force, flowing into the 3 realms. If the 3 realms maintained balance with birth, old age, sickness, and death, then this energy and life force would flow back sooner or later, returning to me. But the 3 realms have martial artists. This might be my biggest mistake. They are immortal, they're infinitely powerful, they've absorbed too much energy and life force. To maintain the balance of the 3 realms, to prevent the 3 realms from collapsing, I have no choice but to recycle this energy and life force so that I won't disappear." The seed said slowly, "All of you think that I owe you, but that's not the case. I am only struggling to survive. I don't want to wither. If I wither, the 3 realms will be destroyed sooner or later. The seed will be passed down from generation to generation. The seed of infinite Daos, the seed of rebirth, because the seed won't die, it can only be replaced." The seed continued, "If I'm devoured, you'll be the new generation's seed. You'll realize that the 3 realms will become like this sooner or later. The powerhouses will become stronger and stronger, but you'll become weaker and weaker. You'll have no choice but to create an apocalypse to recycle this energy and life force." The seed isn't a perpetual motion machine. Energy and life force aren't limitless. Energy is always conserved. The amount of energy we have is certain. When you can't recycle that energy, the world will be in chaos and collapse. Fong Ping frowned, looking at the seed. The seed continued. You should be able to see the new world that I'm nurturing. This world is the world that I want. Birth, old age, sickness, and death. Life is only 100 years. After death, everything will return to the seed. The seed will nurture life again, maintaining the balance of energy. 100 years of life won't change anything. Mortals aren't strong. They won't absorb much life force. They won't exist forever. Fong Ping said coldly, "This is the reason you created the apocalypse of the three realms." At this moment, he could understand everything that the seed said. However, Fong Ping still said angrily, "Your unintentional mistake caused martial artists to appear in the three realms, powerhouses to appear. This is your own mistake. You think you can create an apocalypse to destroy the three realms?" The seed said calmly, "If I don't destroy the world, I'll be sucked dry by those powerhouses sooner or later. When that time comes, I won't be able to nurture life anymore. The living beings in the three realms will become fewer and fewer, and the powerhouses will become stronger and stronger. In the end, the outcome will be the same. The three realms will be destroyed, but there will be a few more powerhouses who will exist forever. On the other side," the sun god chuckled. "Fong Ping, do you understand?" Fong Ping snorted. "I understand, but I don't want to understand. I only know that my family, my friends, and my teachers have all died in this apocalypse." "You still don't understand," a voice came from the seed. "I know that you walked out of my inner world. I didn't punish all of this because I hope you can be the final blow of this apocalypse." The seed seemed to be looking at Fong Ping. "You did it. The three realms are now enveloped by you. As long as you return to the inner world, shatter this brain core, and destroy the three realms, all the vitality and energy that the three realms devoured will return to me. From then on, there will be no martial arts in the three realms. Energy will be conserved. Only then will the three realms be immortal, and there will be no more apocalypse." Fong Ping looked at the seed coldly. "Return to the inner world, shatter the three realms, and prevent the three realms from being destroyed." Wishful thinking, seed. Fong Ping looked at the sun god. The sun god was still alive. What role did the sun god play in this? Could it be that he was the real spokesperson of the seed? As if it understood what Fong Ping meant, the sun god chuckled. "Why are you looking at me?" "The seed means to invite me to be a supervisor, to supervise the three realms so that no one will have extraordinary life and extraordinary power in the future. As for you, you can be the god of the new world with the seed. I'll be your assistant. From now on, the three realms will only have three extraordinary life forms. Of course, I'm too lazy to care about this. Actually, I want to walk along this dark world and see if I can meet another seed, another three realms. I think that in this endless universe, there may be countless seeds. Different seeds have different wonders." The seed did not seem to care. "You've already cut off your connection with the three realms and me. What you've consumed is only the energy that you've taken away. These lives, you're lost in the chaotic universe. You're the only one who dies. If you want to leave, I won't stop you." The sun god had long cut off its connection with the three realms. Fong Ping was a little surprised. How did the sun god break off? The sun god laughed. "Don't look at me like that. I didn't break it off. This guy broke it off himself. He was afraid that I'd absorbed too much energy and vitality. Actually, he'd given up on me a long time ago and excluded me from the three realms. That's why I could create my own small world back then. It's a pity that it was broken by that bastard celestial emperor. Otherwise, I might be another seed now. Actually, I really want to taste what it's like to be a seed," the sun god said with some regret. "In your words, this is called carrying a small universe with me. Wherever I go, I bring the small universe with me. It's actually quite fun." The sun god laughed again. "Fong Ping, today, you either replace the seed and devour this guy, or you listen to it and become the god of creation together to create a world without martial arts. As for me, I'm too lazy to get involved in this. The world is so big. I really want to walk around and see this boundless dark world. Maybe I'll come back after tens of thousands of years. The seed also said slowly, Qin Fengqing told you everything. You can enter the inner world without any obstacles. You have two choices. First, devour me, replace me, and become the new seed. At that time, which is also what you guys said, when my spirituality disappeared, it didn't actually disappear. It was just replaced by your spirituality. Second, shatter the three realms and create a world without martial arts. You and I can continue to exist and become the god of creation of the new world. Fengping looked at the sun god again and shrugged. The first and second choices don't seem to be much different. However, if you choose the first one, then the energy that was previously transferred to the three realms can't be taken back. The three realms still have martial arts. Therefore, it's very likely that this scene will repeat again. Second, shatter the three realms. Then you can create a new world. A world without martial arts will solve this problem from the root. The second choice is actually the best. However, if that's the case, everyone in the three realms will disappear and fall. The sun god analyzed it for him. The first choice was for Fengping to become the new seed. However, the three realms were interdependent. Then, today's scene might repeat because the three realms' martial arts legacy would not be destroyed. The second choice was to destroy martial arts. Destroying martial arts was not that simple. To completely destroy martial arts, the three realms' martial arts legacy had to be cut off. However, among the tens of billions of creatures in the three realms who did not cultivate martial arts, this martial arts could not be destroyed. If the three realms existed, today's scene would repeat sooner or later. If the three realms did not exist, martial arts would be destroyed, but the seed would exist forever. This was the seed's choice for Fengping. The seed was very indifferent. It did not fight with Fengping. There was no need to. Everything depended on Fengping. From the seed's point of view, it was just a second-generation seed replacing the first-generation seed. Even if Fengping chose the first option and became a seed, it still existed. It was this rational, so rational it was terrifying. Therefore, it was not human. Fengping frowned. If I choose the first option, and martial arts don't die, will today's scene repeat itself tens of thousands of years later? Yes. The seed was indifferent. This was how it was. It would definitely repeat itself. The sun god chuckled. It will probably repeat itself. Everyone wants to become stronger. If martial arts don't die, then everyone will naturally want to become stronger. In this way, there will be conflict with you, absorbing your energy. Then, of course, we will go against each other sooner or later. Tens of thousands of years later, maybe it won't be killing the seed, but you, Fengping. Fengping frowned and fell into deep thought. Destroying martial arts. Destroying martial arts meant destroying the three realms. If martial arts didn't die, then today's scene would repeat itself. At this juncture, the seed actually gave him a choice. How to choose? It was up to Fengping. It was not the seed that wanted to stop him. Fengping looked at the seed and suddenly laughed. I choose the first option, the seed said lightly. Why? Today is the best opportunity, a good opportunity, to solve the three realms' chaos from the root. Why would you choose the first option? If you are worried that I will clash with you, you don't have to. Although I am sentient, the purpose of my existence is to better maintain the balance of the three realms. You can see me as the rule. Yes, the rule. The existence of the seed was only to make the three realms operate in a more orderly manner. It was the embodiment of the rule, not a true independent entity. Because I want revenge. Fengping gritted his teeth. I don't care what will happen tens of thousands of years later. Why do I care about those things? I want to kill the seed. I want revenge. Would I care about what happens tens of thousands of years later? No, I don't care. What I really care about is only the present. As for what happens tens of thousands of years later, I will think about it after I kill the seed. The seed did not seem to be depressed. It said lightly, you enter the inner world and devour it. I will destroy myself. But you have to know, that way, the three realms will become one and martial arts will prosper. Maybe it won't take tens of thousands of years, but thousands of years later, you will taste today's bitter fruit. Seed, eternal. The seed said lightly, you can exist for eternity. The choice you make today may cause you to be replaced by the next seed a few thousand years later. Just like today, I will be replaced by you. Nonsense. You talk too much. Fong Ping snorted coldly. The next moment, he rushed straight into the seed. The seed did not stop him. In fact, it could not stop him. Fong Ping came from the inner world. It was the embodiment of the rule. Fong Ping entering the inner world was also a kind of rule. It cannot stop him. The inner world. At this moment, Fong Ping was in a trance. He saw it. He saw the inner world. He saw countless shadows. Yes, shadows. This was just an immature projection world. It was not a real world, unlike the three realms. It was similar to his origin world. Fong Ping was in a trance, a little bitter. So, I came from here. If that was the case, in the eyes of the shadows, there was actually a world of their own. Just like me. In my eyes, the original Earth was actually just a world of the shadows of the people in the three realms. This was not a mature world. At this moment, Fong Ping felt a little emotional. He understood what the seed meant. If the three realms were shattered, this world of shadows would become a real world. If he engulfed this world, the three realms would become the only real world. How should he choose? Fong Ping had long made a decision. He would talk about the future in the future. At this moment, Fong Ping let out a low roar. His brain nucleus appeared. With a rumble, the inner world began to be engulfed by him. Countless shadows began to enter the three realms. Each of the illusory figures seemed to correspond to one another. The shadows entered the bodies of the people in the three realms who were in slumber. Fong Ping was in a trance. After these people woke up, did their memories retain their original memories of the three realms? Or were the memories of this world of shadows the same as his? He did not know. If some of them retained their memories of the three realms, and some of them retained their memories of the world of shadows, then does it mean that those who retain their memories of Earth will feel that they have become transmigrators? Fong Ping's imagination ran wild. Suddenly, he could not help but laugh. He was thinking, if there were some people who retained their memories of the Earth of Shadows, would they feel like he did, that they had transmigrated? Transmigrated to a new world? Following the engulfing of the world of shadows, Fong Ping felt that the consciousness of the seed was dissipating. It indeed needed the world to maintain its existence, to maintain the existence of intelligence. Because it was a rule, when the world no longer existed, there was no need for rules. Naturally, the consciousness of the seed would not exist. The consciousness of the seed gradually dissipated. As for Fong Ping, at this moment, he felt like he could occupy this seed, replace this seed, become a new seed, and continue to nurture the three realms. Fong Ping walked out of the inner world and looked at the body of the seed. That was a pure structure of energy and vitality. The sun god was outside at this moment. When it saw Fong Ping, it smiled and said, "You're going to become a seed. Congratulations." Fong Ping looked at it. "If I don't eat this seed, what will happen? You can feel it yourself. Your energy is not enough for the three realms to consume. Soon, you will grow old and die." Fong Ping rubbed his chin and said, "But I promised a cat to eat the seed. If the cat eats the seed, what will happen?" The sun god looked at him strangely. "Then the cat will become the source of energy. Unless you can let the cat release this energy on its own, otherwise, with the three realms in your brain, it will still consume your energy. In this way, you will die very quickly." As the sun god spoke, it still said, "Actually, you still have a chance now. You can still destroy the three realms now, because you haven't inherited the energy and vitality of the seed. After inheriting it, you'll become a new rule, and the rule doesn't allow you to destroy the three realms you nurtured yourself." "How do you know?" Fong Ping was surprised. The sun god said casually, "Didn't I tell you? I nurtured a small world before, but it was destroyed by the celestial emperor later." Fong Ping was even more surprised. You didn't do it on purpose, Did you? You deliberately let the celestial emperor destroy your small world? How is that possible? I wanted to be an old grandpa with a small world. It was all done by that bastard, the celestial emperor. Fong Ping looked at him suspiciously, somewhat suspecting that he had taken the initiative to let the celestial emperor destroy it. According to him, once he became a rule, there was no way to destroy the world he had created. This guy most likely couldn't hold on any longer and deliberately let the celestial emperor be destroyed. As expected, the sun god was a cunning person. The sun god was too lazy to say anything more. He looked at Fong Ping and said with a smile, "Kid, what's your choice?" "Destroy the 3 realms." Fong Ping exhaled softly and smiled. "How is that possible? My brothers are still here, my friends are still here, my family is still here. How can I destroy the 3 realms? Fong Ping suddenly laughed and said, "I have an immature idea." The sun god looked at him with a strange look in his eyes. "How is it immature? What do you think? How about we take turns to be the banker?" "What?" "I'll cut the 3 realms again, into a real world and a projected world." Fong Ping grinned and said, "Divide the 3 realms. The cat will become the seed of the real world, and I will become the seed of the projected world. Now I suddenly know what the 3 emperors' Tao is used for. To connect these 2 realms. The cat and I will be connected. When there are more powerhouses in the 3 realms, the cat will no longer be able to hold on. I will enter the real world, cultivate and become a seed, replace the cat, and let the cat enter the projected world to cultivate. After that, if I can't hold on anymore, let the cat enter the real world, cultivate and become a seed, replace me, and I will enter the projected world." "Do you think it's reliable?" "You mean..." The sun god looked at him in surprise. "You and the cat will take turns to be the seed and make the seed completely the world? If it can't do it, you will take over. If you can't do it, it will become the seed?" As he said that, the sun god said strangely, "Do you trust this cat that much? Aren't you afraid that this cat will become the seed of the real world and integrate with your projected world? In that case, you will be like the first generation seed, completely vanishing into thin air." Fong Ping chuckled. "Do you think this lazy cat will be interested in being a seed forever?" "That's hard to say. I believe in this cat." "Then you can try. But can you believe that after you enter the real world, you will become a seed again?" "Of course." Fong Ping laughed. "It's still too early to reincarnate once every 10,000 years. Let the cat be the boss for 10,000 years first. Then I will be the boss later." As he said that, Fong Ping said softly, "I can't see through the projected world now. If I divide the world and enter the projected world, then I should be able to see through it. Then I can see those projections." "You mean?" Fong Ping said bitterly. "Old Zhang and the others are all dead, but they still have projections left behind. I can't see through their world now, but when I become the master of this world, then I should be able to see them again. Then in the real world, there are people who are not dead. What about them?" Fong Ping sighed. "I'm a little tired. I'll run both ways. I'll transmigrate every day. The cat is the master of the real world, and I'm the master of the projected world. I'll transmigrate every few days, feeling the charm of the real world while going to the projected world to enjoy peace." The sun god rolled its eyes. Transmigrate every few days. Was this something a human would say? Needless to say, this might really work. He had not tried it before, and he did not know if it would work. However, if it really worked, Fong Ping could see those who had died, and at the same time, he could come to the real 3 realms to feel martial arts and experience the world of martial arts. It was just that it would be a lot more troublesome. He would have to travel between the 2 realms often. The sun god looked at him strangely. "Kid, you have a lot of clever ideas. Don't say, let the cat get some corporeal bodies. Maybe you can even pick up Zhang Tao and the others from time to time. They become projections. In theory, they're already dead, but souls transmigrate. That works too. You might even be able to live together in the same world. It's just that their identities will be different. If they come to the real world, they'll be considered as transmigrators." Having said that, the sun god suddenly shook. "The underworld." Fong Ping was stunned. The sun god murmured, The underworld, right? The projected world, the underworld. The real world, the world of the living. You're considered as ghosts. Ghosts occupy corporeal bodies and return to the world of the living. Hell, reincarnation. At this moment, the sun god was completely stunned. Everything that Fong Ping said was too similar to the world he had conceived in the past. Could it be that this was the perfect balance? The underworld, the world of the living? As for Fong Ping, he was also slightly stunned. The underworld, the world of the living? The creativity that he had casually said actually matched the theory of the world of the living? The projected world was indeed made up of a large number of dead people. Those who did not die had already returned to their original bodies after the fusion. The dead's projections could not find a home to return to. That was why they would linger. Fong Ping was stunned for a moment, looking at the sun god. Why is it called the world of the living? Nonsense, I'm young. I'm not dead yet. What's wrong with calling it the world of the living? Don't tell me it's called the morgue. The sun god rolled its eyes. Don't say that. Your projected world can be called the morgue too. Having said that, he looked at Fong Ping again and exclaimed, "Kid, don't say that. This way, it might really succeed. Do you want to give it a try?" He felt that the possibility was very high. The cat would be the ruler of the world of the living, and Fong Ping would be the ruler of the underworld. In this way, Fong Ping and the others could transmigrate from the world of the living to the world of the living again. When the cat could not hold on anymore, Fong Ping would replace it. Anyway, this energy was conserved. As long as Fong Ping could ensure that the energy did not flow out, it would be fine. Fong Ping laughed. He suddenly felt that the idea that he had proposed was very good. Maybe he could really return to the world of the living with old Zhang and the others again. A group of ghosts. Returning again? He was not considered a ghost. No, he was actually considered a ghost because he had originally come from that projected world. The world of the dead, the earth of my past life, the world of the living, and now the three realms. Fong Ping broke into a grin. In the next moment, he grabbed a cat from his head. This cat was asleep. At this moment, it seemed to have smelled the fragrance and fell asleep. Its fat body wriggled, twisting and crawling toward the shell of the seed. Crookedly, it crawled toward the seed. Its eyes were closed, its tongue hanging out. It licked the seed, as if it felt that it was delicious. This cat, even if it was asleep, suddenly swallowed the seed in one gulp. Delicious. A muffled sound was heard. The cat was satisfied, closing its eyes to enjoy. This cat seemed to have eaten something amazing. As for Fong Ping, he laughed treacherously. Big cat, you win. The final winner. You have become the seed, the ruler of the world of the living. The cat. And I, Fong Ping, the ruler of the world of the dead. Two worlds. Earth without martial arts, the three realms with martial arts. One yin, one yang. The world of the dead has no energy, no martial arts. The world of the living has energy, martial arts, and a fat cat as a seed. It only knows how to eat, drink, poop, and sleep, never cares about anything, never thinks about destroying the world. Fong Ping laughed. At this moment, the fused three realms was divided into two. Three passageways, crossing two worlds. It was not considered a complete separation. There was still a connection. The passageway of the three emperors. 6 paths of reincarnation. Still missing 3. Fong Ping murmured. 6 paths of reincarnation. At this moment, there were 3. Then I'll have 3 more. Fong Ping laughed. At this moment, there were 3 paths connecting the 2 worlds again. The world of the dead, the world of the living, 6 paths of reincarnation. At this moment, Fong Ping was satisfied. He kicked the still sleeping cat. Seeing the cat open its eyes in a daze, Fong Ping laughed. Congratulations, Cat Emperor. You've become the ruler of the 3 realms. I'm going to the world of the dead. Remember to guide me at any time. No, maybe there's no need. I've already connected yin and yang. Fong Ping laughed heartily, stepping into another projected world in an instant. I'm originally from this side. I also have a real body in the three realms. Maybe I can connect yin and yang at any time. From now on, I'll go to both worlds." The cat was stunned. What did he mean? What cat brother? Was he saying that cat was a younger brother? Meow. The cat looked at the sun god innocently. Why was this old man here? Where was this cat? Who was this cat? What was this cat doing? Confused. Confused. Also, what a powerful cat. Why could it sense that there was a hidden three realms in the cat world? How strange. How was this cat connected to the three realms? The cat was confused. The sun god looked at the confused cat and laughed. This stupid cat. There was no way to explain it. Liar. You said you would give me seeds to eat, the cat muttered. This cat hadn't eaten the seeds yet. You big liar, where did you go? Why did it feel like you went to another world? How strange. The sun god laughed loudly. Interesting, how interesting. This man and cat would take turns to be the banker and seeds in the future. It might be very interesting. This three realms might really be balanced. Others might be reluctant to give up their power after becoming seeds. This cat would be reluctant to give up? The sun god laughed, looked at the cat, and said playfully, "Stupid cat, I'll give you a car full of food in exchange for your power. Deal?" The cat looked at him disdainfully. A look of disdain. Stupid, a car? Are you looking down on cats? 1,000 cars. No, 10,000 cars. This cat can think about it. Ha ha. The sun god laughed completely. This stupid cat was interesting. This three realms, this new three realms, might become more and more interesting. Fong Ping, be careful, be careful. When I come back one day, I'll exchange food for a Yang realm dominator. Ha ha. The sun god laughed loudly. I'm leaving. The world is so big. I want to see it. Fong Ping, cat, we'll meet again if fate wills it. You guys take care of that Jingai. I'm going to travel this chaotic universe too. We'll meet again if fate wills it. As the sun god laughed, his figure gradually disappeared in this vast universe, in this endless darkness. We'll meet again if fate wills it. The three realms was reborn. The yin and yang realms existed side by side. Perhaps this was the final destination of the three realms. The sun god disappeared with a laugh. The cat shook its big head, too lazy to care about him. It lay down and went asleep. It kept feeling that something had happened. Its memory was not very good, as if it had forgotten something. Where was this cat? How strange. The liar said he would give it seeds to eat. Where were the seeds? Liar bastard. Not letting the cat eat seeds really made the cat angry. P.S. It's not a perfect ending. Thank you for everyone's support along the way. I'll present a speech after the completion later. Chapter 1486. On June 4th, 2018, he published Global High Marshal, and on October 6th, 2019, he typed out the final speech. 14 months, 420 days. More than 8. 3 million words, 550 Alliance Masters. First place in the monthly votes 3 times. Top 10 of the Golden Ranking list for 2 years. Best-selling for more than 300 days. More than 50,000 subscriptions on Qidian. Winner of the 2018 Golden Keyboard. Holder of the fastest 5-star masterpiece on Qidian. Too much glory. Congratulations to Gao Wu. Congratulations to Old Eagle. Congratulations to Gao Wu's book friends. Thank you, everyone, for your company, support, and support. Thank you, everyone, for giving Old Eagle so much glory, so many halos. It was not a perfect ending, but Old Eagle still liked it. He did not resurrect those who died. They were heroes, and a resurrected hero would be a little different, but I could not bear to see them die. Thus, there was the underworld. The underworld has its life, the peace we yearn for, the martial arts we look forward to. The Yang world has its glory. The martial path contends for supremacy. The martial path must contend. The martial path is king. Yin and Yang are inseparable. I hope everyone will like this ending. Along the way, there were too many people that I could not bear to let go of. Martial King Zhang Tao, Underworld King Li Jin, War King Jiang Teming, Longevity Swordsman Li Changshen, Snake King Wu Quishan, the three reincarnations of the three emperors, Wang Jinyang, Li Hansong, Yao Qinjun. The Qin family, young and old, the only descendant of the Qin family, Qin Jiaxing. I could not bear to let them go, could not bear to let them disappear completely. So there was the yin and yang realms. Once again, thank you everyone for supporting Old Eagle in writing the ending that he likes. Mainly because there are no chapters to write, I am not afraid of being scolded, haha. Thank you, everyone. I will continue to write more chapters in the future. Chun Yinshi, Li Changsheng, Fang Yuan, Old Wang, there are many things that I have not finished writing, but I feel that it is time to end here, and this is it. Those people, those stories, the wandering longevity swordsman, and the departed young god all have their stories. I will continue to write more chapters for everyone. Finally, regarding the new book, Old Eagle is too tired and needs to rest for a while. The book will be released in December. As for the specific date, everyone, please wait for the notification. I hope to see you in the next story. Thank you, everyone. Gawu awesome. Chapter 1487. Meow. In the heavenly realm, a cat's meow sounded with some guilt. Under a huge tree, behind the trunk, a fat cat's head poked out, its fiery red fur fluttering in the wind. Its big round eyes turned 360 degrees without any blind spots, as if it was probing something. Meow. Big dog, are you there? A tender voice called out softly. On the other side of the trunk, the burnt dog's head poked out. Even though the smell of meat permeated the air, the heavenly hound still held its head high and looked around disdainfully. It looked around and scolded in a low voice that did not match its temperament. Stupid cat. Is it really gone? Gone. The chubby cat nodded its big head and said uncertainly, it should be gone. After saying that, the cat looked aggrieved and pitifully at the heavenly hound. It said pitifully, Big dog, Emperor Nan is so bad. I didn't pick up the big fat cow. Why did he chase us? The heavenly hound glanced at it. Are you sure you want to pick up that stupid cow? You were just short of licking it. How could Emperor Nin not fly into a rage when the green cow kept moaning in fear? Last time, it picked up the golden jade sparrow of the southern royal family. When Emperor Nan found it, not even the bones were left. How could it pick up the big green cow this time? The heavenly hound was too lazy to answer. It felt aggrieved, but it would not say anything. The stupid cat was fine, but its head was almost roasted by Emperor Nan's heavenly thunder. Until now, its head was still numb. If it wasn't for the fact that it wanted to protect its big brother's reputation, it would have cried out in pain. The heavenly hound did not look at the cat. It looked around again. Fortunately, Emperor Nin should not have chased them. It had escaped. It subconsciously looked down at its paws. The heavenly hound had tears in its eyes. The injury on its paws had not healed yet. A few days ago, it was beaten up by the earthly emperor. A few days ago, it was caught and ravaged by the West Emperor. Many days ago, it was even sent flying by the East Emperor. There were too many injuries this year. The heavenly hound felt a little bitter. It glanced at the cat that was getting fatter and fatter. Why was it that every time it did something bad, it was the first to do it, but it was getting fatter and fatter? The heavenly hound rolled its eyes and snorted in its heart. It was not stupid. It was just doing it on purpose. Eat it. Who asked you to get fat? Every time he ate something good, he would give it to the cat first. He would let the dumb cat eat the most, and he would only gnaw on the bones. It was not because the cat was strong, but because he wanted the dumb cat to be fatter and run slower next time. Then, he would not be the one getting beaten up. Humph! Don't try to guess my thoughts. It's all a scheme. The heavenly hound was pleased. This stupid cat was almost as fat as a pig now. Next time, it wouldn't be able to outrun me, right? Just a little bit more, and the cat would have been right behind him. Heavenly Hound comforted himself and waited for a while. When he felt that his head wasn't as painful as before, he walked out from behind the tree trunk. With his head held high, he strode forward and said, "Stupid cat, let's go home." Go home? The cat looked at it pitifully. But we haven't eaten yet. There's nothing good to eat in the cat palace. The head chief is dead, so we're stray cats and stray dogs. I've been so hungry recently. Helplessness flashed across the heavenly hound's eyes. Very quickly, he thought of something and said through gritted teeth, I am the stray dog. You stupid cat, you. It wanted to kill the cat. You stupid cat? Are you considered a stray cat? You're eating and drinking well in the Ling Ling Palace. You're living such a carefree life. How dare you say you're hungry? Big hound! The big cat looked at it pitifully. The heavenly hound snorted. It had a proud look on its face, but its heart was clear. Stupid cat! I'm so angry. This cat has a backer. It's eating well and drinking well, but I don't. Last time, this cat got some good food from the Ling Ling Palace and gave it to me to eat. In the end, someone reported it to the Spirit Emperor. The Spirit Emperor couldn't bear to punish the cat, so he vented his anger on it and gave it a good beating. The heavenly hound was also a dog that cared about its reputation. How could it eat food that was given by the Spirit Emperor? After being beaten up by the Spirit Emperor, it wouldn't eat the food that the Spirit Emperor, that damn fatty, gave it. Cough, cough. The premise was that the woman really gave it food. Stop dreaming. The stupid cat ran out of the Ling Ling Palace and brought it around to hunt for food. Wasn't it because people didn't dare to kill this cat? How dare you say you're hungry? I'm not stupid. The heavenly hound, who knew what was going on, was so proud that it would never say these words out loud. It cultivated the heaven and earth devouring technique, so it was extremely lacking in energy. Ordinary food couldn't satisfy it. It needed a large amount of natural treasures to eat. But ever since the chief steward of the Cat Palace, the supreme expert Tian Chun, fell, the heaven realm was not so friendly to it. The cat was protected by the Spirit Emperor. Even the Spirit Emperor had to give it some face. As long as it didn't cause any big trouble, the Spirit Emperor wouldn't do anything to it. But if the heavenly hound went alone, it would have been a dead dog. The heavenly hound understood all this, but it would never say anything to this stupid cat. It was strong enough to bring this cat back to the Cat Palace. It would naturally not live under someone else's roof anymore. No matter how good the Ling Ling Palace was, it was not its home, nor was it the stupid cat's home. Our home is the Cat Palace. In the Cat Palace, we are the masters. In the Ling Ling Palace, this stupid cat is just a plaything. The heavenly hound was not willing. In the past, the Spirit Emperor came to pick up the cat and was willing to take it away, but the heavenly hound was not willing. That day, it roared at the Spirit Emperor, bared its teeth, and bit. It guarded the Cat Palace. The stupid cat was gone, but the Cat Palace was still the Cat Palace. If it couldn't protect this cat, then it would guard the house. When it was strong enough, it would take the stupid cat home and no longer be a plaything. All kinds of thoughts flashed through the heavenly hound's mind. Soon, the heavenly hound suppressed all these thoughts. Soon, it had already reached the peak of the Overlord realm, and it would soon reach the Saint realm. When it became a heavenly king, it would take this cat home. Walking proudly, the heavenly hound seemed to be impatient. It slanted its eyes and shouted, "Stupid cat, all you know is to eat. You eat every day, but I don't see you become stronger. Even if you eat it, it would be a waste. But we are cats, we are dogs. Why should we become stronger?" The cat's puzzled voice sounded from behind. The next moment, the heavenly hound's head sank. The stupid cat had become heavier again, and it was pressing on its head until it became numb. The heavenly hound snorted. It didn't want to improve. However, it remembered that before the head chief left, he told it not to force the cat if it didn't want to cultivate. If it really became stronger, it might be a disaster. Thinking of this, the heavenly hound gave up on the idea of persuading the cat. It would be good if it became stronger. When it became stronger, it would naturally be able to protect this cat. I can't be bothered to talk to you. Let's go to Emperor Dong's palace. The old man from Emperor Dong seems to have gotten a lot of good stuff recently. Let's go and see if we can pick up some delicious food. The heavenly hound strode with its head held high. It was no longer as cautious as before. It was going to Emperor Dong's palace to get some money. Among the 9 sovereigns and 4 emperors, except for the Shen Huang and Zhan Tiandi, which it didn't dare to get money from, it had no scruples in other places. Especially if it brought this cat along, the other sovereigns would at least give it some face. As for face, who would want that? It was rare for the stupid cat to come out of Emperor Dong's palace. It had to hurry. This time it would get more good stuff and break through to the Saint Realm as soon as possible. In the Heaven Realm, it would be considered an expert. The cat rode on the Heavenly Hound. Soon, a magnificent palace appeared in front of the dog and the cat. They were almost at Emperor Dong's palace. I wonder if the old man from Emperor Dong is at home? The Heavenly Hound muttered. If he was at home, it had to take it easy. If he was not at home, it could fish more. As for the matter of almost being killed by Emperor Nan, it had long forgotten. As a dog who didn't have some setbacks in life, on its head, the cat's nose twitched. It said happily, "He is at home, but he seems to be receiving guests." The cat's eyes showed a look of reminiscence. It smelled something and said curiously, "It seems to be that little snake." Little snake? The Heavenly Hound looked puzzled. What little snake? I heard from the old man from the Shenhuang. The little snake that was almost eaten by me. You mean the dragon transformation? The Heavenly Hound remembered this. It was the descendant of the Beast Emperor, but the Beast Emperor did not recognize it. The Shenhuang took it as a mount. It was a mutant dragon. It was said that it opened up the heavens in the crack of the lower realm and became the master of a realm. What was it called again? The dragon transformation, Brahma Dutian? It was said that this guy had become a venerable emperor now. His strength was improving quickly. However, the Heavenly Hound did not think much of him. Although they were both at the Overlord realm, the Heavenly Hound could beat 10 of him. Why did this guy come to Emperor Dong's palace? It's good that he came. The Heavenly Hound quickly became happy. There are guests. Even if the old man from Emperor Dong finds us, he probably won't chase us out, right? Receiving guests? Emperor Dong probably could not afford to lose face and chase us out himself, right? As for the other people in Emperor Dong's palace, the Heavenly Hound was not afraid of them. The cat's tail wagged, but it did not care. Although it knew about the dragon transformation, it had not eaten it before, and now it did not want to eat it. The Shenhuang and the Beast Emperor were the backers of the dragon transformation. When it was young, it did not understand, but now it had eaten the dragon transformation. It would be fine, but the Heavenly Hound might be killed. The dog and the cat talked and chatted. Soon, they arrived at Emperor Dong's palace. They did not go through the main gate. The main gate of Emperor Dong's palace was guarded, and they generally would not go through the main gate. There were no prohibitions in the huge Emperor Dong's palace. The presence of the emperor was the greatest guarantee. Who dared to come to the Emperor Dojo and cause trouble? If they really did not respect the emperor, the prohibitions would be useless. A dog and a cat climbed over a tall wall in a familiar manner. As for whether Emperor Dong found them or not, it was 100% certain. The cat and the Heavenly Hound did not care too much. If they were found, so be it. Under normal circumstances, these emperors would not drive them away, unless it was like the time in Emperor Nan's palace, where they almost took away the big green bull of the southern royal family. Emperor Dong would not care about getting some money from them. The Heavenly Hound jumped down from the wall and said with familiarity, "On the left is the treasure pavilion, where a venerable sovereign is guarding. On the right is the beast garden, where a real god is sleeping. In front is the 10,000 garden. Let's go to the beast garden first, and then the 10,000 garden." The cat made the decision. They would find some demonic beasts to eat first, and then eat some exotic minerals and produce. It would depend on the situation whether they would take some away or not. If they ate too much, they could take some away without Emperor Dong's warning. The cat did not lack food, but the big dog did. Although the Spirit Emperor had given them a lot of good things, the Spirit Emperor Palace had also consumed a lot of resources. Little Z, of the Spirit Emperor Palace, had only just reached the Overlord tier, and she had eaten a lot, which made many people unhappy. Even the cat could not provide resources for the big dog's cultivation. If they really asked for it from Emperor Ling, even if Emperor Ling gave it to them, the people of Emperor Ling's palace would not dare to attack them next time. They might deal with the big dog outside. The cat and the dog made a decision and began to walk right. After walking for a while, the Heavenly Hound twitched its nose and the cat also twitched its nose. Its big tail wagged again. In front of them, a delicate little girl was walking toward them. It seemed that it was her first time coming to Emperor Dong's palace. It was unknown whether she was lost or enjoying the scenery, but she was looking around curiously. The little girl's face was a little pale. She was small and looked about 7 or 8 years old. However, the cat and the heavenly hound were considered old experts. At a glance, they could tell that the little girl had probably just come out of the life seal. The heavenly hound sniffed for a while, and its eyes flashed. "Stupid cat, what do you smell?" The cat tilted its head, blinked, and muttered, "Fragrant. So fragrant." The heavenly hound bared its teeth, and a cold light flashed. "It feels like a great medicine." The little girl in front of it gave it the feeling that she was a great medicine. If it ate this little girl, it would definitely become a saint immediately. The cat looked at the heavenly hound worriedly and whispered, "In Emperor Dong's palace. It's definitely not from Emperor Dong's family. I've never seen it before. It must have been brought by dragon transformation." The heavenly hound bared its teeth. "This little girl is not human." Indeed, she was not human. In its eyes, the little girl was like a ball of chi and blood. It was huge and rich, and it could even smell some of the origin. Where did dragon transformation get such a treasure? The heavenly hound wanted to eat it. It smelled too good. She was not from the Emperor Dong's palace. Dragon transformation was a weak dragon. What could he do if it ate his treasure? On its head, the cat rolled its eyes. It was worried and whispered, "Big hound, let's forget it. Look, this little girl is so cute. Let's not eat her." "It's all an illusion." The heavenly hound interrupted the cat and quickly said, "Let's take a look first and greet him. If Emperor Dong wants to protect me, he will definitely warn me when I get close. If he doesn't, then it's okay." This was Emperor Dong's palace. If Emperor Dong wanted to protect it, the notorious heavenly hound would definitely stop it once it got close. But if he didn't stop it, there would be more implications. Of course, to the heavenly hound, it meant that it could eat. It had been in the heavenly realm for so many years, and it had not been killed until now. It was not just a dog fighting with a cat. Judging the situation, the heavenly hound was also good at it. The heavenly hound shook its body and shook the cat off. Old rules: run if something is wrong, and pick it up if there's no problem. The heavenly hound bared its teeth. The so-called old rules were that the cat would keep watch while it did the work. Although the cat had the protection of Emperor Ling, it could not be too ostentatious. It was the one who did the killing. Even if it really angered the emperor would at most attack it, and would not do anything to the cat. It was just a bystander. Even if the emperor knew that the cat was not a good thing, without a good enough excuse, the emperor had to be careful of Emperor Ling turning against it. "Big hound," the cat was slightly worried. This time, it felt uneasy, as if something was wrong. But the fragrance in the heavenly hound's nose was getting stronger, and it whispered, "It's okay." It knew that something was wrong. Emperor Dong must know that it entered Emperor Dong's palace. Emperor Dong must know that there was something wrong with this little girl. But it came here and happened to meet this little girl, and Emperor Dong did not say anything. Didn't this mean that he agreed? Did Emperor Dong agree that it ate this little girl? Something was wrong. The heavenly hound knew that there was something wrong, but the temptation was great. After eating this little girl, it felt that it could not only become a saint, but maybe it could enter the heavenly king stage. When that time came, it could take the stupid cat back. Emperor Dong wants me to do bad things, but he doesn't show up and pretends to know nothing. He's full of bad ideas and is not a good thing. None of these emperors are good. The heavenly hound cursed in its heart. This was why it wanted to take the cat back. Emperors were all cruel and merciless people. If they were not, how could they become emperors? They were full of bad ideas, and none of them were good. Why did Emperor Ling suddenly take the cat away? Just because the cat is fatter than me? Just because the cat was fatter than it? There must be something wrong. The heavenly hound was worried about Emperor Ling and would go to Emperor Ling's palace from time to time. As for peeping on Emperor Ling's bathing, it was not interested in this kind of woman. It was a pity that there was no good-looking female dog in the heavenly realm. It would go to Emperor Ling's palace from time to time because it was worried that something had happened to the cat. It was just to make sure that the cat was fine. I can't let the stupid cat stay there anymore, or something will happen sooner or later. After eating this treasure, I might be able to become a heavenly king. Once I become a heavenly king, I won't be afraid of those Chuwu bastards attacking the stupid cat. Even if the 9 emperors and 4 emperors have a plan, they won't do it themselves. Once I become a heavenly king, who will I be afraid of? The heavenly hound judged the pros and cons. Emperor Dong silently agreed. This little girl might have someone of the same level behind her. However, it was a stupid dog. It did not have a brain. If it ate the girl in a moment of greed, it would not know anything. Would the person behind it stand out and kill it? Emperor God? Emperor Beast? The heavenly hound judged in its heart. Even if the 2 of them suffered a loss, they probably would not stand out, right? The heavenly hound made a decision. Future matters could be dealt with in the future. If it offended an emperor, then so be it. It would not cause trouble now. It could only protect everything when it had the strength. Recently, the heavenly realm was in turmoil. It felt like something was going to happen. Once the celestial source plan was announced, the undercurrents in the heavenly realm were surging. It had to take the cat away as soon as possible and find a place to hide. Something was going to happen. Wang Ruobing was still young and did not like the atmosphere when her father and Emperor Dong talked, so she came out for a walk. As she walked, she seemed to be a little lost. However, she did not care. Anyway, it was just a walk in Emperor Dong's palace. It was not like she would get lost. In her hand, she held a lollipop and ate it. She had not eaten for a long time. This was bought by her father when he brought her to the mortal world to play, before she went into hibernation. Just as Wang Ruobing was licking the lollipop, her vision blurred. The next moment, a huge black shadow shrouded over. A dog? Wang Ruobing blinked. A golden dog? Its head seemed to be roasted. Was this Lord Dongwang's dog? This dog was hungry? It even roasted its own head. Could it be that it wanted to eat its own head? What a stupid dog. Wang Ruobing was not too afraid. Instead, she looked at the injured big dog sympathetically. Suddenly, she took out the lollipop in her mouth and looked at the big dog who seemed to be drooling. She whispered, "Big dog, are you hungry? Do you want to eat?" What a pitiful dog. With such a big body, would one lollipop be enough for it? Should she leave some lollipops for it later? Woof! The heavenly hound growled. It was a little exasperated. Who wanted to eat this? It was looking down on dogs. It bared its teeth. Its sharp teeth gleamed coldly. The heavenly hound bared its teeth. This dog did not want to eat this. It wanted to eat you. Wang Ruobing was a little afraid. She took a few steps back. This dog was not cute anymore. The heavenly hound walked forward step by step. Wang Ruobing retreated step by step. The heavenly hound was not in a hurry to attack. It was waiting for Dongwang's reaction. Soon, the heavenly hound confirmed that Dongwang had acquiesced. Otherwise, after such a long time, even if Dongwang was blind, he would have sensed everything here. Dongwang allowed it to eat. Do you want to eat it or not? The heavenly hound bared its teeth. It was suddenly in a difficult position. It wanted to eat. Eating would make it stronger. But this little girl in front of it did not seem to know anything. She wanted to feed it, although it did not like that thing. What kind of dog was the heavenly hound? The one and only dog in the world. If this little girl dared to resist or fight back, it would eat her immediately. But she was giving it food. The proud heavenly hound suddenly did not want to eat her. However, Dongwang might be watching. It was stupid enough to survive until now. If it suddenly let this little girl go, did it mean that it had seen through Dongwang's thoughts? If it saw through the emperor's thoughts, would Dongwang kill it? Just as the heavenly hound was hesitating, it suddenly heard the voice of a cat. Big dog, stop eating. Someone is coming." The heavenly hound's eyes flickered. Soon it also sensed that someone was coming. The next moment, the heavenly hound roared and opened its mouth at Wang Ruobing. Wang Ruobing was so scared that her face turned pale. She burst into tears and ran quickly. The heavenly hound quickly chased after her. Soon, a burly figure appeared in front of it. Huh? Celestial Emperor Batian, was walking in a hurry. He was ready to call Dong Wang to fight with him. This time, he wanted to teach Mia a good lesson. Just as he entered Emperor Dong's palace, a dog suddenly chased after a little girl. Celestial Emperor Batian could not be bothered to meddle in other people's business. Suddenly, he looked at the little girl and frowned. Suddenly, he snorted. The next moment, a loud voice suddenly rang in the ears of someone in the distance. "How are you blind?" In the distant palace, Dong Wang, who was chatting with Long Huan, smiled and did not say a word. Celestial Emperor Batian was here. Since he was here, it seemed that this seed could not be removed. It did not matter. Dong Wang did not care too much. He smiled and continued to chat with Long Huan. Celestial Emperor Batian snorted in Dong Huang's ear. Then, he glanced at the heavenly hound and then looked at the cat who was not far away. A strange look appeared in his eyes. Soon he shouted, "Scram!" In the distance, the heavenly hound bared its teeth. Celestial Emperor Batian. Silly fool. Damn! It was so dangerous to meet this fellow. Although he wanted to find someone to divert his attention, this silly fool would not beat him to death, right? On the other side, in the dark, the cat squeezed its fat face and grinned at Celestial Emperor Batian. A silly, gentle smile. "Big fool, don't beat me to death. This is too scary." Celestial Emperor Batian was speechless. He reached out his invisible hand and pinched the cat's fat face. He lifted the cat's tail and hung it upside down. He shook it and said to the cat, "Hurry up and scram. Don't leave the Ling Ling Palace if there's nothing important. You're getting fatter and fatter. What's the point of eating yourself so fat? Don't worry about those useless things. If you need anything, you can look for me. If you can't find me, you can look for Jean. That fellow left you and the heavenly hound in combat heavenly palace not to imprison you. Forget it. It's normal that you two are not used to it. I'm not used to it either. It's too boring. Anyway, if there's anything, you can go there to ask for help. This heavenly realm, damn, it's getting more and more chaotic. I thought that Hao was not involved. It seems like he is involved. Forget it. I can't be bothered to look for him anymore." Celestial Emperor Batian nagged for a while and casually threw the cat tens of thousands of miles away. Then, he looked at the heavenly hound with its tail between its legs and snorted. "Scram! You only know how to eat. You're still an emperor. Trash!" The heavenly hound bared its teeth. "You only know how to scold me. Aren't you stronger than me? I will surpass you sooner or later. However, this fool has helped me out this time. The next time I become stronger, I will help you. I am a dog that knows how to repay kindness." Woof! The heavenly hound barked as though it was saying something tough. When it saw that the heaven tyrant monarch was about to raise his hand, it hurriedly fled in fright. It wouldn't be worth it if it was killed by the heaven tyrant monarch. Celestial Emperor Batian laughed. Soon, he sighed in his heart. This stupid dog really thinks that he can do anything after reaching the Heavenly King realm? This world is getting more and more chaotic. Not to mention the Heavenly King realm. Even the Emperor realm might not be safe. Recently, he could not be bothered with these things. He also knew that the Heavenly realm was in a turbulent situation. Initially, he wanted to chat with Hao, but it seemed like there was no need. Jean, that fellow, Celestial Emperor Batian muttered in his heart. That fellow has been acting strangely recently. Is he going to get into trouble? Then, he should look for Mia to discuss the matter. Fighting that bastard, he is not interested at all. Sigh. Celestial Emperor Batian sighed in his heart again. He glanced at the little girl in front of him, who was full of admiration, and laughed bitterly. Bloodchi, who the hell did this? If it was any other day, he would have easily solved the problem. Unfortunately, he still did not know who did it. Something had happened to Jean, and he could not cause more trouble. If he provoked another Emperor Realm expert, he would be in big trouble. As for scaring the Heavenly Hound away, he did not care too much. This dog could probably tell that it was not a bad thing to scare it away. Shaking his head, Celestial Emperor Batian did not look for Dong Wang. His figure flashed and disappeared from Emperor Dong's palace. Outside Emperor Dong's palace, the Heavenly Hound grumbled for a while. Soon, It gritted its teeth and said, "This fool is so arrogant. Jean Tierney has angered so many people. Sooner or later, he will be in trouble. I know that someone is going to harm him. Could it be that this fellow is here to ask Dong Wang for help?" The heavenly hound shook its head and quickly ignored it. In its heart, it was thinking, should it save this fool? How can I save him? I am so weak. The heavenly hound sighed. Forget it, I will think about it when the time comes. I am not an ungrateful person. As for Jean, I have no right to interfere. That person is very strong, and I do not know what he is thinking. P.S. It is more than 1,000 words, and it seems that I cannot publish it for free. Recently, there have been too many things. Preparing for marriage, preparing for the wedding, and going to Beijing for a month to study. I have been dragging on writing the foreign chapters. Today, I will try it out and find time to write some more. As for the new book, it might have to be delayed. I am afraid that I will only write it after the wedding. As for the specific date, I am not sure. I will send a letter to inform everyone. In addition, everyone can follow the official account, Yuan Eagle Eating Chicks. Next time, the foreign chapters will be posted on the official account for free. After the free chapters are posted, I will post them on the website. You can read them for free. Thank you for your support. You're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.